Hello everyone. Now, let me just change over here. Let's see. Probably this one. Yeah. Why is it sometimes it doesn't fucking go full volume? Shit. Yeah, why sometimes it doesn't go full volume? So weird. Right, whatever. Hello everyone. How you doing? Hope you guys are having a good day so far. So yeah, last stream, which was yesterday, we're just progress with GTA 4. If I finished off with the Last and Damned DLC, and we did a little bit of the Balrogate Tony. Barely had any time for it though, because the fucking cleanup took a little bit longer than usual, than expected actually. Just mostly just doing those fucking activities. Yeah, funny enough though, the pigeons actually was the thing that took us the least amount of fucking time to go through. It was mostly just the goddamn activities that took forever. Then also leveling up everyone to 100% likeness. That always tends to take a bit. I guess it took a little bit. I guess here it took a little bit longer just because I didn't really do any activities beforehand. Then also just some of the random activities being a bit of a pain in the ass to fucking do sometimes. I'm looking at you fucking arm wrestling. Ugh, fucking hated doing that. But yeah. For today though, we are going to be continuing on where we left off with more Need for Speed Rivals. Right. Last we left off, let's see. We finished off properly with the PS3 version of the game by getting all the cars fully upgraded. So for today, we can probably we can go back to the PS4 version and do some more farming with the racer side. Right, I was just checking something real quick. Let's see. I think we should be able to finish that off today. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Yeah, I think if we have enough time, we can probably finish off the racer side today and start with the cop side. Yeah, we'll see about that. Cop side is gonna be a little interesting on PS4 though, because I remember on PS3 we started the cop side and I have no idea what the fuck was going on in the game. I didn't even know what pursuit tech was. So probably this cop side shouldn't take as long to go through. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, with all that said and done, let's go straight to it, shall we? So let me just change right here. Here we go. Shall we? And also, yeah, I did check the fucking in network settings, and yeah, I'm back to using LAN cable. For some reason, I couldn't delete some of the fucking 0% list trophy list that I had on my profile. I don't know why. Until I had to like switch to Wi-Fi. I have no idea why. So weird. At least they're gone. It was mostly just like one game that gave me some trouble to remove for some reason. Like it was Battlefield 1. Also hi Scrod. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, we're just about to start with more farming here on the cop side. Not cop side, the racer side. Hey, what do we have here? Alright. Let's see what we're gonna run into. How's the lobby? Ooh, full lobby. Alright. Hopefully these fuckers don't cost me, you know, this desync or whatever, or just leave them. That gets really fucking annoying after a while. Alright. So we're in the middle of the Porsche, right? Yeah, looks like it. Pursuit tech already have. My guess is... Did I already buy everything? No. Oh, right, yeah. This is the one that I got all the upgrades beforehand. So yeah, now we just have to get all the car personalization stuff. Right. Now I remember. Where did we stop at, though? We got that. Okay, we stopped here. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna be going back to... yeah, the Ferrari F12. And then go back here. Now let's see what we have to watch. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with this one. Does it mean we start with another Nux video? God, there's so many of his to watch.
So I've been going viral recently. A lot of people have been calling me transphobic and racist, and I will not be having any of this because for some reason, no one's calling me sexist. So we're gonna have to be making this video today to attack the Karen problem.
I'm not getting the whole pronoun. I'm not getting the whole word, so we're going full in, but maybe...
Started many moons ago and has finally taken root so deep that people are actually noticing. Normies are actually noticing. This is a clip that went viral today.
I'm proud of you too. That doesn't mean you have to be proud of the Cheetos. Of the Cheetos.
The Cheeto? That's the Cheetos.
Take it off, says the person that's against
I see. The guy's wearing a fucking MAGA hat. Come on, dude. Seriously?
Dude, I thought you were like for rights, right? Like you're afraid Trump is gonna take away people's rights. But here you are, you're just gonna steal random person. It offends you so much.
Yeah, fucking Karen over here is offended that some random dude's just wearing a red hat.
Yeah, every person that's illegal in the country gets deported makes America a little bit better. Yeah, that's what I think.
You're serious? You're proud to be with your husband? You're proud of this? You're proud of the man? Take it off. I'm so serious.
And then they're the ones that think that they're no right when they're against Trump or whatever, and they do this shit in public. Fuck's sakes, man.
Nothing but respect to my
Absolute fucking dipshit.
But the liberal women epidemic is truly plaguing America. It's absolutely diabolical. Today we are going to be looking at a couple of instances of Karenizing, a couple of backlash to Karenification, and honestly, this is absolutely insane. A Karen that literally straight up defends her son after her son gets caught as a pedophile.
Huh?
Literally defends a pedophile.
Wait, what?
That's the big story. It's crazy. So we have to do this little deep dive because they are the
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, great. Me perfect in Roblox.
Nutcase transgender shot up a church and hit 17 kids, including kids.
Right, you already mentioned that before. The fucking trans person that shot up a Catholic school.
17.
I already mentioned that before.
So that means that they actually got that signed off by their parents. Right? Their parent, their mom specifically signed off on it. The applicant parent is listed as Mary Grace Westman. Hey, Mary Grace Westman also retired from that same church in 2020. So it definitely looks like, all right, here comes Nuxenor analysis mode. All right, it definitely looks like she was a Christian lady that worked in a church and in 2020 divorced her husband, left the church, became mega woke, and fucking groomed her child into becoming a transgender freak.
Oh, so the mother's child was
murdered.
actually Catholic beforehand?
Again, the woke libtard has once again reared its ugly head. I'm telling you, the woke libtard white woman is easily one of the biggest problems.
Look at that fucking board that we're getting right now. God damn.
They literally got all the woke women to.
Yeah, there we go. Hold on. Let's see if I can read that again. Yeah, Minneapolis Annunciation Church shooting update. On the left is a granting of name change of a minor in the state of Minnesota from Robert Paul Westman to Ron M. Westman. The birth date of the applicant is listed as June 17, 2002, corresponding to the same birth year listed on the purported manifesto. This means the applicant was 17 at the time of name change. The applicant parent is listed as Mary Grace Westman, and Mary Grace Westman also retired from Annunciation Church in 2020. Right. So, the mother of the trans shooter is an ex-Catholic. Is ex-Catholic? She left, and then she went super against Catholic religion or whatever. Crazy.
Murdered a bunch of kids. It's horrible. But once again, the woke libtard has once again reared its ugly head. I'm telling you, the woke libtard white woman is easily one of the biggest problems in America. And I mean, America, the West. I mean, look at Europe. They literally got all the woke women to commit collective social suicide and decide to import rapists and then charge the rapists.
Just look at what's going on in the UK. Christ.
Because I mean, they have to be so open and empathetic. They have so much.
Also, I just got this. A good example of that is, let's say, I just got this random fucking news from like Hure. Apparently, someone that was doing a fucking punk cosplay from like Resident Evil. He was doing like the black, the whole black suit cosplay from like the umbrella soldiers or whatever. That dude got arrested because he was using a fucking prop gun, and they thought there was an actual gun. He got arrested for cosplaying a dude with a gun.
Suicidal empathy, it's beautiful.
Like, it wasn't even a real gun. It was just
this just happened again. This is a huge story.
Yeah, what gun?
Like,
It didn't even go into a con. Yeah, hold on. It didn't even go into a fucking con. He literally just posted a fucking image on Twitter or whatever. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. It was from Hero. Where the hell was it? It's weird. I just saw this yesterday. Where was it? There you are.
Well, we've been.
There we go. This is the one that I was thinking. This is the one that I was talking about. There we go.
Been talking
A 16-year-old in cosplay was arrested near Chelsea Football Stadium after being mistaken for a suspected shooter due to his imitation gun. Yeah, you can even see the fucking orange tip in there. It's believed he was traveling to the London Anime and Gaming Con taking place nearby.
a lot about all the craziness occurring over in the UK, to say the least. But now we've got a crossover with the anime community and the craziness going on in the UK.
Yeah, you can clearly see that's a fucking Umbrella cosplay. With the fake gun with the orange tip, with the orange tip.
Football stadium, that being in London, and I'll show you the map in a second. Very important to what ultimately happened here.
I just saw this. I just watched this video today in the morning. I was doing some stuff.
London Anime and Gaming Con taking place nearby, and we can see this is clearly a Umbrella Corp Resident Evil costume cosplay. You got the Umbrella logo on the side, the firearms got the orange cap and all that. Seems to be a prop weapon. And some are saying this is hung from Resident Evil. I always forget what that dude looks like because his outfit's so generic.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, yeah. But that's just your basic Umbrella Corp soldier.
The cosplayer, they got this 16-year-old on the ground. They are treating this cosplayer more harshly than they treat many illegal migrants in the UK who are literally preying on women and children. If I wasn't too lazy, I'd make.
And mind you, some of those illegal immigrants also have fucking guns. Like real guns that they post on their fucking TikToks. And nothing's done about that.
And it gets way crazier because they follow it up by saying police are still holding the Resident Evil cosplayer in custody for suspicion of an imitation firearm. If it's ruled that his weapon looked too realistic, he may face criminal charges.
Too realistic.
Bro,
with the orange tip.
Going to an anime convention, getting arrested, maybe getting criminal charges over this, like, you have got to be kidding me. So now let's hop over to ask.police.uk.
The UK government's an absolute fucking joke right now.
Question, can I have an imitation firearm? And answer, this will depend on the circumstances, they say. It's an offense to possess an imitation firearm in a public space. Place, unless the person can prove
at least in the UK?
Authority
Yeah, this has to be like a UK exclusive thing.
It is also an offense to manufacture, import, or sell a realistic imitation firearm, or to modify an imitation firearm so that it becomes a realistic imitation firearm. There are some exceptions, for example, weapons used in historical reenactments, theatrical productions, and filmmaking. It is also an offense to possess an article capable of being used to convert an imitation firearm.
Police footage captured how a 16-year-old boy dressed in a tactical gear with a fake firearm was tackled to the ground by police after the Resident Evil Comic-Con costume sparked fears of a mass shooting. Fears of mass shooting, bro. Anyone with a fucking brain can immediately see that gun is not real.
Where the person intends to use the article, whether
what are we talking about?
Articles, to convert such a firearm. Registered firearms dealers are exempt from this offense. It is an offense to sell an imitation firearm to a person under the age of 18, or for a person under 18 to purchase one. An imitation firearm has been defined as
oh my god, the British government is so fucking cocked, it's insane.
Any shot, bullet, or other missile. So could include toy guns. Many imitation weapons are very realistic, and until the weapon has been seized, it is difficult to ascertain whether it is genuine or not. This doesn't sound good for this poor 16-year-old dude. What the frick? All calls to police involving firearms are true.
Yeah, if even I can tell that it's a fake gun, how the fuck does the police take so long figuring that shit out as well?
Officers pointing real weapons at you, which you seem to have learned. Now look, I'm an American. To me, reading this stuff, this sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think this is probably just a UK thing, most likely.
You know, this is how strict they are about this stuff. I suppose you can fairly say that, yeah, some of the responsibility is on this 16-year-old. He had
I guess.
He
but then you can see like the double standard of that shit where the fucking illegal immigrants are just posting on their fucking TikTok
who happen to pick the wrong
just having fucking guns, like actual guns.
Even more so because, as I mentioned,
yeah, as in like here,
there are far more important things that the police in the UK should be concerned about that they're really not concerned about at all. But let's take a look at this really quick. Breaking. It appears by his own social media posts that an illegal immigrant staying at the Bell Hotel in Epping, recording the protests out the window, also has many posts of him with heavy firearms. We've got 35-second long clip.
It's not just one. I think it's like multiple guns.
If you saw my video yesterday about the protests in the UK, you know that a lot of the ones we talked about yesterday were occurring right here, at the Bell Hotel in Epping, given a recent judgment to allow these illegal migrants to stay in this hotel, particularly after one was caught doing a terrible thing to a child. That's all the phrasing I can use here, given the platform that we're on, but...
Yeah, I can say that.
You know, horrific stuff. And so there's been tons of protests about this, and that's some additional context to the clip that we're about to take a look at. And of course, if you want more info on this, consider watching yesterday's video if you missed it. Now let's watch this 35-second clip. Okay, so
Yeah, and that's his dude's actual fucking
here's the rest of his social media account.
TikTok account.
And
And one of his
oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah, there we go.
yeah, there we go. One of his fucking shorts is just him showing multiple fucking actual
I was
guns.
gonna say, apparently we're gonna see some firearms in a second, and before I can even finish my sentence, they are right there on screen. Yeah, something tells me these are not imitation firearms. So,
And somehow the UK lets this shit slide. Meanwhile, a fucking 16-year-old boy can't use a fucking prop gun.
It seems, over his punk cosplay and the toy he brought. You got dudes like this
What a fucking joker.
pulled up in hotels across the UK. And I do say like multiple people, or I make the implication about multiple people, because guys, I've seen more than just this post. Of
Yeah, there's like
people
multiple
migrants from the
finders
UK
there.
bragging about having firearms. Case in point right here.
Yeah, this one as well.
Shares videos of guns, then evades Home Office entry checks. Home Office being the part of the UK government in charge of things like immigration. The caption on the bottom reading, an asylum seeker who recently arrived in the UK and is being held
Bruh,
some
what the
government
fuck is an asylum
There's
seeker
multiple
doing with a
social
fucking
media
weapon?
videos of weapons from Yemen, the iPaper has discovered. The footage has raised
Asylum
questions about
seeking
how
my
people coming
ass.
to the UK on
The
small
fuck?
boats are being checked by officials when they arrive in England. In a series of publicly available Snapchat videos, the man shared footage from
What is he doing with a gun if he wants asylum?
including
Christ.
AK-44 assault rifles, handguns, knives, ammunition, magazines, as well as bundles of cash. And yeah, there's one of the images. You can see he's really showing off that firearm there on the side and that dagger he's got right there in the center. Then there was also this one with the ammunition, and we scroll
The magazines there, yeah. And a shit ton of like American dollars as well in there.
Another similar
Even though he's right now he's in the UK.
saying asylum seeker who is linked to the Houthis, and
Oh, he's also linked to like a terrorist group. Okay, interesting.
an asylum seeker being
Somehow
held
the
at
UK lets that shit slide, though.
is being investigated for alleged links to the Houthi rebel group after he reportedly shared images of himself holding weapons online. The man, who is believed to be from Yemen but is now staying at the former Wethersfield Air Base in Essex, has been reported to police by concerned locals. It comes after a member of the public uncovered multiple images of daggers and guns on a Snapchat story linked to the asylum seeker accommodation center. Other photos that were shared on the platform appear to show the migrant posing with
Yes.
an AK-47 assault
Well, that's
rifle.
also hi there, Black YouTube.
More
Hope
recent
you're doing
images
good.
show him inside the grounds of the Wethersfield site, which has previously been the target of anti-immigration protests. The man also shared a screen.
Need for Speed Routes online servers are going to be shut down October 7, 2025. That means multiplayer and online stuff no longer be accessible. Yeah, I already know that. That's the reason why I'm playing the game.
That they had visited an individual living in the Wethersfield area.
I got the, I want to get the online shit done as soon as possible.
And that appropriate action has been taken. Yeah, the appropriate action of paying him for his weekly food stipends and accommodating him with the hotel.
Thankfully, I've already done everything on the multiplayer related, at least the trophies. Right now, it's just going to the base campaign.
Oh my gosh, dude. Which has been used to accommodate.
Thankfully, the online shit in this game isn't too demanding.
But at the same time, like a jest in full seriousness, because that's what's been happening. And sure enough, yeah, there you go. So here's one of the images of this dude.
With more fucking guns in there.
The man who is believed to be from Yemen has been reported to police by concerned locals. Picture one of the photos posted on Snapchat, and there you go. This is just crazy, dude. Freaking crazy. Look at this, another one. It has been alleged that the man has shown support for the Houthi rebel group in Yemen, which has attacked British-flagged vessels in the Red Sea. The group is not a prescribed organization in the UK, but its members have been designated as terrorists by other countries.
It's not in the UK, but everyone else it is. It's described as a terrorist group.
One of our members came to us the other week.
Again, the UK government's so fucking cucked right now, it's crazy.
But nothing was done. So I'm not 100% sure if this is the same person from the other article or a different migrant doing similar stuff, similar circumstances. But the main point here is the inaction from the police. But watch this 16-year-old from earlier get charged with like 20 years in prison or something.
Because he had a fake gun.
Cosplay. Now the last thing I'd like to take.
Yeah, he was doing a fucking hunk cosplay and he got fucking arrested because he was using a fake gun.
The 16-year-old was going to the London Anime and Gaming Con, but he was arrested near Chelsea Football Stadium. So let's pull up a map and take a look at how close these two venues are. Alright, so on the top left, you can see we've got the Novotel London West. That is where the anime convention is occurring. And then all the way in the right over here. Oh, my cursor's not on screen, dang. I don't know why it's not popping up. But on the
Hey,
right.
what? A fucking
is the
14-minute
football
drive?
stadium. And it's about 2.5 miles away to 2 miles away, depending on.
Yeah, he was nowhere near that shit, though.
And this is a completely reasonable thing for someone going to an anime convention. Like a completely reasonable distance, I should say, rather.
Yeah, he was nowhere near the fucking convention.
A few miles away from the convention.
Like a 14-minute drive?
In that area, where they got
Christ.
like an Airbnb or something. So, like, obviously, mostly it would be like more convenient to stay right next to the convention, but it's a lot more expensive. So there is definitely a chance that this person was staying a few miles away, closer to that football stadium, and then was gonna Uber to the convention or something like that, you know. Also,
Yeah.
keep in mind, I don't know exactly where he was arrested and like this exactly went down, but this is like the general.
I guess it
idea.
probably was just, again, nowhere near the
These two
fucking
venues are
pond.
not that far from each other, so
Again, fucking
yeah, it's
Twitter
very likely
police.
that he was
Really went for his ass, huh? Like actual Twitter
Anyways,
police.
That's really all I got to say on this one, though. Crazy stuff. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Hope you enjoyed my coverage, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps out greatly. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, when I saw this, early on today, I lost my fucking shit. I mean, actually, no, that actually didn't really surprise me, because I already knew the UK government was absolutely cocked with all the bullshit they've been doing with the fucking illegal immigrants. And all the double standard that they're doing right now. They're literally letting all these fuckers do anything.
Well, we've been talking a lot.
Where were we? Before. Yeah, let's just go back to what we were doing beforehand. Yeah, this one.
People don't.
Here we go. What the fuck are you doing? Waste. You stop. Will you start the fucking video?
Breaking news:
There we-
Cracker Barrel switched back its old logo a week after the rebrand. This is the original
How
Cracker
the fuck did all these cars get here? What the hell?
They rebranded it to this. They removed the barrel and they removed the cracker.
The old
You know
man.
why? Because a white man in a logo is a little bit racist. They also
Huh?
took out Old Country Store because Old Country was a little bit racist. And you know who actually gives a shit about this? That's right.
The Karens.
That's right. It's the Karens. The Karens
Yep.
care. No one else cares. Black
No
people
one
don't
cares
care.
besides the Karens.
Literally no black person cares about this. Except for maybe Ernest.
Yeah, it's like the fucking Warner Brothers trying to fucking erase Speed Gonzalez from like the Looney Tunes because they thought it would be offensive. And turns out it was really not offensive to Mexicans or whatever.
Changed back because they lost.
Mexicans actually like fucking Speed Gonzalez, so they just brought him back afterwards.
And
Absolute
of course,
dumb
no
shit.
balls. I mean, we know that. Obviously, the CEO is a Karen, and this is the CEO right here.
Yeah, I mean, she already looks like a fucking Karen.
You know, woke libtard white woman. You know, classic. Woke as they come. You know, part of the LGBTQ plus alliance. Surprisingly, and this is what happened. They lost all their money. They got shit.
And all their shares went down.
And they changed back because obviously this shit's stupid and bullshit. And people are so fucking
Absolute
tired
dumb
of purchasing
fucks.
garbage. The you know, literally saying that any part of white culture or white history is bad and therefore needs to be erased, and every other culture that's objectively worse. All right, because that's why they're calling me racist now. It's because I say that some cultures are worse than others. There are. It's true. Some cultures are inferior. Okay, some cultures are inferior than others. Okay, rape is legal in some countries. Those countries
Or
are
you can just marry a fucking kid in Middle Eastern, in Middle East.
Then you think rape is moral. Okay, so you are the fucking freak.
Yeah, the fucking grown-ass man can just marry a kid or child in the Middle
This
Eastern.
saga was so insane. All right, you don't understand how big this story was. So, you know, it all started here. Cracker Barrel goes woke, changes the fucking logo. Cracker Barrel stock collapses.
Yeah.
55% of their company.
55, goddamn.
All right, that's pretty wild. Cracker Barrel responds and doubles down. First, they double down. The woke Karen always dies, not with a scream, but with a whimper. Then the Cracker Barrel rebrand backfired, and they were starting to actually go out of business. People were boycotting.
And then they brought it back,
This is all
I
over the
think.
course of like 3 days. Then,
Bro, what are those fucking thumbnails, though?
the customers. All right, again, once again, Then Trump tweets out about the Cracker Barrel, talking about how cringe it is. Then Cracker Barrels are empty. Do you know what that smells like? They're just empty, bro.
God damn, this dude just pumps up fucking videos though. God damn.
They abandon the new logo and they go back. And Trump, of course, tweets.
Yeah, he's pumping like at least five fucking videos a day. Fuck's sake, another one?
Whimpering death.
Who the fuck keeps leaving? Oh my god.
And it's absolutely diabolical. So this is a clip from Asmongold that I think we all have to
Bro,
look
why
at.
is it so fucking common for the fucking host to leave?
These are people that
Christ.
act with emotion.
Shit,
They're
it's
not
so
people that
fucking
act with
annoying.
I'll be honest here. They can vote, and this is this is becoming an epidemic of sorts.
We're living on stolen land. What's this?
Oh,
the
God.
female supremacist?
Of
Oh no.
course.
Oh no.
I don't want to hear another white person say the word illegal for the rest of my goddamn life. We are living on stolen land.
Conquered land. We're actually conquerors. Well, I mean, that's
Stolen
fine.
land.
Whatever.
Our
Yeah.
ancestors forcibly and violently seized this land from the indigenous peoples who were
Yeah, and created.
Don't
the best
care.
fucking
Piss
country
off,
on the
lady.
planet. Look, I'm sorry for the indigenous people.
As a fellow colonist myself, you can I can say piss off, lady. No one cares.
What happened to them? Most of them died by disease, which was no one's fault. Real.
As a fellow colonist, I
this
don't
white
give a
person
shit,
don't-
lady.
First of all, it is not my fault that 500 years ago, white people came to this land and turned it from literally a barbaric wasteland of warring, vicious clans. Because that's not what they teach you. They teach you that that every Native American was just completely peaceful and they loved and they sang Kumbaya by the campfire. They all chilled out and they were brilliant and friendly and all that. They were mostly warring clans. They really were. Like, I'll be real here, and I have no hate of the Native Americans that I've met are all like the super nice people. Super freaking nice people. But like, let's not make believe that America's not the best country out there. It really.
living here for generations before we ever showed up.
Then leave. Give your house up. Give your your land up to
Everyone talks a big game.
Everyone talks a big game and then they don't fucking do anything.
indigenous
They're all
people that
fuck.
used to
They're
live
all
there
bark and no
and
bite.
Go back to Europe. Everybody wins.
Bro, have you forgot to ask someone first?
I don't know, man. Europe's not really into like letting in white migrants these days.
We don't own
Yeah.
the fucking planet.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Nobody does. All of it is made up. None of it is real.
Well, I mean, see, the funny
Yeah, not in your head. They don't.
no one owns anything, right? No one owns the planet. So how did we steal the land? How did we steal the land if no one owns it? Who did we steal it from? Other people that didn't own the land? Interesting. Because obviously what she's trying to say is, what she's actually trying to say is, the world is divided between oppressors and the oppressed. The oppressors are always wrong and retarded, and the oppressed are always correct and justified. Even when the oppressed are not correct nor justified, because and just
I'm pretty sure the cosplayer had an orange tip on their gun as well. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. When I watched the video, when we were watching the video together on stream, I literally pointed it out that it also had the fucking orange tip, and they still fucking arrested the dude. I literally pointed it out that they had the fucking orange tip.
due to the virtue that they are oppressed, we must be on their side. This is what she is saying, and it's absolutely diabolical, evil, and stupid.
Okay, but yeah, it's still fucking crazy though. I mean, that's the UK government right now for you. It is absolutely fucked.
What everyone says. And
Thank God I don't live in that fucking country.
Anywhere, never owned any land.
Here in Portugal, we aren't as we actually pay attention to what's going on with our immigrants or whatever.
They do have native lands. What are we fucking talking about? Double standards, obviously hilarious when you look at the world from that perspective. That's one. All right. And to be clear, that's one. And two, literally leave. That's two, obviously. And three, the Bible says we own land. All right. Now I have a moral code. My moral code follows the Bible. You have the right to follow whatever moral code you want. But yours is retarded and stupid.
All of it's made up and none of it's real, then how is it so defined that these people own the land? This entire fabric of ownership and all this stuff stealing, but she's coming to a completely opposite conclusion. What's with her eyes? She crazy. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
all these fuckers have like the crazy eyes.
For being
Yeah, she
angry.
said it. Let's go.
Here we go. She's mad that people think that she's crazy.
Tired of being made to feel like
I'm really happy that the war on women is.
They always have the crazy eyes.
They used to call us sexist, and now they can't. Women lost all their abilities because they woke too close to the sun. Now they're focusing on like shit like, you know, transphobia and stuff. Like, who cares about a sexist when there's transphobes out there? That's why I'm so mad. That's why I'm so mad. Because, like, if you cancel me for being transphobic, that's good. All right, that's a good thing. It means we're doing the right thing. We're hitting the right notes. All right, I mean, we're doing God's work. But if you're not gonna cancel me for being sexist, like, I really start feeling bad. I really start feeling bad for women. They can't even cancel you for being sexist anymore.
Damn.
Crazy.
I bet a lot of people in her life think she's crazy.
Capitalism is just narcissism as
Yeah, that I used to people that can withstand her fucking personality.
Capitalism. We're gonna.
Capitalism is the best system of all time ever. It is. It's the best system. It is. Realistically, it is. Now, you know who else believes in capitalism? The Bible. Now, the Bible did have social programs built into the Bible. It did. You know, loans being forgiven every 7 years. That's stated literally.
7 years?
It's in the
That's
Bible.
a thing.
So don't get me wrong. There is an aspect, social aspect to it. However, a foundation of capitalism is super important for anything to ever get accomplished. All right, if you wanted to live in a universe where capitalism doesn't exist, then you should go back to playing with rocks and sticks.
I'm gonna give you a GoPro. You've got
all the, you know, I'm gonna say this in a more racist way so that people can actually understand me. Like every once in a while,
Or
like, I'll talk
put them out of context. One of those two.
Racist. This everyone will get. All the capitalist countries are the ones building wells in Africa because they can't do it themselves because they're not capitalist countries. So the non-capitalist countries are all turning to the capitalist countries to literally give them water to live. Now, if that doesn't tell you, if that doesn't, listen, man.
gotta go live every day, and we're gonna see how things turn out for you.
Imperialism is just narcissism.
Yeah, she still has a fucking TikTok account after this shit. Because they always do the same shit. They say their message and they just merely fucking nuke themselves.
Literally, that's the end of the story. I'm really glad that she's bringing this up. Because let me get this straight. The women could vote for men to get drafted to the military? Sounds a little bit suspicious, doesn't it? Sounds a bit weird.
Well, he can if he kills the elephant.
True.
That's the rules of the jungle.
That's it,
The
baby.
lion does do that. He does it all the time. The problem really with people like this is that they are mentally ill and not...
I disagree. I don't think this is a mentally ill person. I think mental illness
They're just idiots.
You're giving way too much credit to this person.
Or it's just easier that, or just
This is an
so
adult
fake,
person
so
who was
fake with their
indoctrinated
morals.
into This fucking woke liberal society, literally pushed over the edge by schools, by social media, by other cretins in her life that are pushing her this way. This is absolutely indoctrination. This is not mental illness. This is a person, an obviously very emotional woman, as women are very emotional people.
As we know that most women are very emotional.
And this is an emotional woman that has literally been manipulated into believing these things by other people that have agendas to push, and she fell for it. I don't think this is someone mentally ill, unfortunately. I think this is actually relatively common for your average.
Yeah, this is someone that can't really think for themselves.
Graduated college. Your average woke white woman.
told no. These are people that live in absolute privilege. They can afford to have these values. They can afford to think these things. Why the illegals don't live in her house instead? Well, exactly. Yeah, you don't see her offering her house to illegal aliens.
Because it's
Because she's too privileged for that shit.
complete and utter baseless.
Just let everyone else do that shit for you.
An empathetic person. This is someone that wants other people to think she's an empathetic person. That is pure narcissism.
You don't see her doing any of that.
Yeah, you just let everyone else do it for you. And then you complain that people aren't doing what you want them to do.
You might remember
Because you're a lazy prick that has no morals.
She went pretty viral a couple of months ago for saying the N-word after a black kid was trying to rob her. She said the N-word, and this became a whole story on the internet. I don't know if you remember. This is a Somali immigrant,
Yeah, that was like a few months back.
charged pedophile, if I remember correctly, that was standing in a playground for kids, even though he had no children. I wonder what he's doing there. Filming her.
Yeah, and then she just pull out the N-word on him.
Even though she said the dreaded N-word. Now, they're trying to charge her for a hate crime. They're
Charge him for saying the N-word?
stand for this. All right, I will not fucking stand for this. And you know the person filing that shit is a woke liberal woman.
The,
This
is
is
women on women violence.
over here. All right, so this is Karen, your classic white Karen. You know, they're everywhere. Freaks out, defending her pedophile son. All right, let's see what we got.
Like, what is this about? Saying something right now?
I think it's Jimmy. I got you too.
Oh,
watch videos with Leon.
He has messages of me talking to somebody.
If you want, like, you know, I can get off your guys' property.
We do not give you permission.
Yes, ma'am.
On the internet.
Bro, lady, no. Yeah, no shit. You feel that way. Your son's a pedophile.
Alright, this is what he's talking about. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
the woman that just happens to have a fucking pedophile son that's a pedophile. Now he's just defending him.
And definitely subscribe also because we will continue angering women as much as we can on this show. And white knights women.
White knights?
We do what we can. We try to speak the truth. All right, spread the word of the Lord. And the word of the Lord is, thou shalt bitch slap the retards. All right, that was a slight creative license on that word of the Lord.
Wants
But
this
definitely
stuff.
subscribe,
Shit.
up those numbers, and I'm excited. That's what we're doing. We're looking at the downfall of civilization. By the way, Gideon, this dude over here, I love this dude. I've spoken to him a couple of times. He's so fucking.
When I first came? Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube, man?
So he's a pedophile catcher, and the Karening continues.
And welcome back to a brand new episode of
I got
EDP.
there's a couple in here as well.
We're catching Connor Schmoyer. So Connor, when he started talking to our decoy, he was 19 years old. But now he is 20. So he is up there with some of the youngest EDPs that we have ever caught. But just because he's young
EDPs?
doesn't mean that he's inexperienced in this area. No, on the contrary, bro is an experienced.
He's an
man, just a
experienced
disgusting human
child
being.
diddler.
He's been talking to our very, 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 very young cupcake. And bro's just absolutely disgusting. But he's smart. Because every time the decoy would let him know that she was nearby, he would always ghost, wait a couple weeks, and then come right back. So
What
he
the
definitely
fuck?
watches videos like this.
He's a pro. Oh my lord, a pro groomer. Dude, this internet.
He's a professional PDF.
It really is. Dude, I don't know what these fucking Karens are doing with their lives, but they're not raising their children. They're not raising their kids.
He knows what he's doing is wrong, and he doesn't want to get caught. So we're gonna just be pulling up to his crib. We're gonna go to his crib. We're gonna go have a conversation because he's gonna be going to college here soon. So we want to make sure that you know, I don't think he needs to be around any schools. You know what I mean? So sit back, relax, and if you guys,
So yeah, if he-
please hit the like button.
If he's doing that shit to kids, what the fuck is he? What do you think he's gonna be doing to like college
I'll link him
students?
in the description. I've never seen his pedophile catcher videos. I just know he does them. But yeah, all right, let's do it. I'll link him in the description, obviously.
Like button. So hit the like button and comment. Those two things help the channel out tremendously.
That's
And
it,
if
for
this
fuck's
video
sake,
gets
clean your room.
105,000 likes in 24 hours, I will make EDP watch for free.
Go in your room before you can fucking
48
before
hours.
record though.
That's right,
Sheesh.
48 hours of exclusive content that is not here on YouTube or isn't going to be posted until a while from now. So go on and hit that like button. Be sure to leave a comment, and also be sure to follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. We be posting hilarious memes. We also be giving you guys updates and stuff, and you can see clips from videos that are on EDP on those platforms. And it just helps us out, you know, in case we have to order 66, a prosecutor or a
Order
police department. Make sure to
66.
follow those as well, man. We're trying to get the Twitter up.
They even made the whole EDP 445 thing with the fucking cupcake.
Hello, how you doing, ma'am?
Oh God, it's a dog, Karen.
Ooh, how you doing, ma'am? All right, by any chance, are you Connor's mother? You are. Is Connor home right now?
He is actually down delivering stuff at my parents' house. Why?
Oh, okay. I just have to. Connor? Hey, Connor, man. I just had some messages online. I was just wondering if we could talk about it. If it's cool with you? Cool.
The what?
Yeah, just
School
something
shooter.
that, you know, jazzy jazz.
What's this? What the f is this?
Oh, my name is
It's a fucking EDP.
Yes, man.
What?
Like I said, it was just some messages online
Right.
and everything. If it's cool with him, I just wanted to talk to him about it. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh. Let me see.
Yeah.
Is that him?
How you doing,
Yeah,
man?
looks like him.
Oh, man, bro. I'm blessed by the best, man.
Oh,
Highly
God.
favored, man. You know.
Yeah, so I actually asked him about it. So he's wearing tzitzit, actually, which is so cool because I didn't. He's a Christian. I had no idea that that Christians actually wear this exclusively Jewish things. It's Old Testament. And so I asked him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm rocking."
How about it's not we just talk over here. We just talk over here.
We won't talk about it.
Bruh.
Like, you know, like.
Will you fucking stop that? Come on.
Kind of like what's going on with it, you know, why it happened, everything in school.
Yeah, I mean,
Every fucking time I do some farming, it always means someone fucking leaving. Christ.
Mom is watching from the window.
Constant disconnects are so fucking annoying, man.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to let your mom know everything's cool, so she's not in your business.
Nah, there's no point.
There's no point? What do you mean?
I mean, I could let her know. Yeah.
Oh, you want to let her know?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to either. So.
Yeah, no, just tell her we're cool, so that way she don't worry.
Where we going?
Oh, we can stay right here if you want.
I'm down to stay here.
Yeah, just tell your mom we're just gonna be out here talking.
Man, is that the mother?
Okay, I mean,
We already talked about it enough, though.
just got started.
You guys are. We're good.
Okay, who's that? Is that the dad?
Yeah, no, I promise. You know, I know I'm a big dude, but I'm a flower at heart.
I'm right here too, so I'm chilling. No, I'm good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, man. Bro, you in college, bro? In college, man? How long? What school you go to?
Just do a couple of classes here and there.
Praise God, man. What are you trying to major in?
Just, trying to get into, what do you call it, medical. Trying to do something there.
Medical? So he can be like, so he can like attend other kids as well? Is that what it is? Oh my god.
Chill. Listen, man, like, obviously, I don't think you're a bad guy. That's why I'm here talking to you. About
Like, especially like a,
Obviously, he does think he's a bad guy. That's just kind of what you have to
like a dentist or whatever, just to have an easier time connecting with kids or whatever. Oh my god.
Roblox thing. I've been so much more interested in the online video catcher sphere, so I wanted to do this. And a lot of people told me to go check Genie on specifically, and I think he's great. So here. But nah, dude, it is crazy. It is like a real epidemic. It's a real epidemic of kids that are brought up on social media to get to this point, because this isn't like a 50-year-old pedophile. This is a 20-year-old that's probably how old he was, probably 13 or 14. Which is also fucking gross. You know, what happened to this person to turn him into a groomer online?
Probably the mother, most likely. I don't know.
I appreciate you. Yo, hey.
I like it.
Hey, man. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. But like I said, I'm over here.
The parents that barely fucking do anything with their children.
But like, kind of like, what happened with it, man? Like, was it kind of just like?
This is definitely someone with a mental illness.
Man, I saw right there.
Well, so were you not paying attention?
Was it? No, not really.
Not really.
Huh? Why does he keep fucking showing his belly? Is he just like sweating?
I've spoken to some of these catcher type guys. Apparently, from what I've heard, it's almost never a first. It's almost always just one of the two.
I don't really. This type of thing is. I don't.
Yeah, he must be sweating like buckets right now. God damn.
Do anything like that.
That's the reason why I'm here talking to you, man. Because like, you know, it's like you talk about meeting up, but obviously you never did, man. So that.
I don't really like to meet up.
Okay.
So I just.
Yeah, he's fucking worried that he's gonna get caught or whatever.
Right.
I don't really like to.
Right. It's all games.
Meet in person.
It's all games.
Okay.
Right.
More of a just kind of
Low key.
online type of stuff, you know.
I mean, I get it, man, but you know, we shouldn't be low key this way.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not that way at all.
Yeah.
Let's not be low key talking to children about having sex with them, right? Right, bro? Right, dude?
Trust me, I'm getting at what
You know.
Yeah,
So
he's
you know
getting it. He's getting it.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Yo, it's not
Eventually.
kind of vibe. Like, yo, I'm really picking up what you're putting down. But you see, my favorite streamer is Hassan Piker, and he went to this brothel in Germany. All right, listen, and apparently there was
A child in there?
he's like referencing all the newspapers.
I'm here.
No, I completely understand why you hear that. Man, oh man, I probably won't. Not want to do this again.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you have a great family here, man. You know,
I'm sure you do. Yeah, this is so fucking awkward. He knows he's getting absolutely fucked by right now. He's just getting like small talk to see if he gets away from it.
I was just gonna talk to him down
Nah,
there.
you good. I mean, yeah, but
So, how old did she tell you she was?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So did you know the whole time she was?
But is he not allowed to say the age on YouTube? I assume it's like 13, 14, because that's normally the age range that they use their decoys.
It says
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Why do you not say the age?
Oh man, no, listen. You're good, man. You're good.
Wasn't something I should do. I know. I completely understand.
So what got you doing it then?
Yeah, I don't get why you can't say the age. So weird.
Yeah, that's...
Just okay.
Yeah, most of the girlfriends that he was
Talking to man, yeah.
So listen, man. Like I feel like there's a causation for everything. You know, like I see you be on Telegram and stuff. You know, kind of like can you run me down? Like what are some things that are like happening on there, man? Because I'm a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Really, I just had it.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
had it.
I mean, I'm not.
YouTube TOS, I think. Well, you can't say people's like
what are you
age
doing on there?
because of TOS. That's so weird though.
Like, oh, hey, let's talk on Telegram.
Why?
Let's talk on Telegram.
Oh, really? It's an
I mean,
epidemic.
YouTube's already not very like
It's not
friendly to for teenagers or whatever.
society is literally
Rather bullshit fucking ads they constantly the platform has.
It's actually insane. It's building people that aren't willing to actually go out and have a relationship. And you can give a billion reasons why men are comfortable doing that. You know, most of those reasons are probably going to be contributing factors. You know, you can say that society is shitting on men that approach them. You can blame it on a million things. You absolutely can. But this is just tragic that this happens. It really is. Like, dude, how many victims fell for this shit?
Yeah, you know. I mean, more than that.
Maybe if they're under the age of 18, most likely. I don't know. It's still a weird rule though.
I mean, yeah.
And like, do you got? I mean, are you
They
so
try to bring him on there.
in contact with them or?
Like I can understand if it's like their legal name or whatever. What the fuck does knowing their name?
I mean, is there some stuff that's kind of being sent on there that?
Besides just saying like they're under 18 or whatever.
Okay. Okay. Well, what kind of stuff is being sent on there? And I'm saying that you're in there and stuff.
I mean, I'm not, you know.
Yeah, you're just chilling.
Yeah.
Just chilling there, buddy.
Children, maybe. Just chilling. Just chilling. Just doing normal things, right?
I was.
Uh-huh.
That shouldn't be, you know, really, yeah, shouldn't.
Yeah, it's just getting fucking small talk.
Because you're saying like you should like.
I mean, I shouldn't. I don't know.
Like, what do you mean?
You're here too, so I'm kind of confused as well.
What
So,
does that
you know,
mean, you're
it's more
here
of like a.
Yeah, man. You know, like always, I'm just here to just talk about these. But like, you know, so you know, kind of like back on the topic about Telegram. Like, what are some?
I don't know, man.
You don't know?
You can stop talking about Telegram. It's like, I mean, I don't have it on my phone.
Yeah, let's stop talking about it. There are no Epstein files. There are no Epstein files, sir. We can stop talking about that now, okay?
Get 'em.
There are no more Epstein files. What even is a Telegram?
Okay.
There's maybe
There are no Epstein files. What even is an Epstein?
I really don't even know.
Who is that Epstein? Never heard of that dude.
Okay. I feel you, but like, you know, I kind of already have your Telegram and it shows
Bro's going away. Bro's going away.
when you're
How the
active.
fuck that didn't repair? Oh, there's probably gonna be a disconnect coming up.
The guy that probably has child porn on
Yep, I
Telegram.
fucking knew it.
Realistically,
I knew there was gonna be a
Telegram
disconnect
is
coming up.
one of
Fuck's
those
sakes.
services that,
The second I saw it didn't repair, I already knew it was gonna happen.
Facebook and all that shit. So I mean, to be honest, let's be real. That's the most suspicious site.
Bruh, every fucking time, man. Who the fuck keeps leaving?
You know, and I love freedom, and I don't want government overreach and stuff, but you know, I also don't want kids to be victimized. So I think that every pedophile arrested is a net positive. Yeah, you know what this dude should do though? If he was like Gideon in your next one, would just whip out the penis guillotine.
Pull that out. 'Cause
Right, my guess is I'm probably gonna lose all these all those points because the fucking cops are gonna be right on my ass.
I don't even. So if you're talking about.
Out. Yep. Almost got fucked there. Race.
If like you're thinking about that type of stuff, I'm not really into that type of stuff.
Dicks.
Not into the type of
Who the
stuff
fuck keeps leaving?
really done on Telegram that he has evidence for.
So they're just sending you that.
I really don't get why the game needs to fucking constantly do that every time the host leaves.
What are they
So
sending to you?
annoying.
I don't even know. That's the thing. I'm not even on there.
Well, I mean, you said if you're talking about the kind of videos that you think I'm talking about, you know.
It's okay. I'm positive, Mom.
I mean,
There's
I don't.
no way it's a two-mom scenario.
The two mom?
There is no way. There is absolutely no way.
Hey, what?
It's a double mom situation.
Like a
You
what?
guys,
Oh, they're
mind
they're
you-
lesbians. Is that what it is? Oh my god.
I think family is the most important thing. So you know, I want you guys to be comfortable and everything.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
two
want you guys to
moms.
think, you know, some
No.
weirdo. If you guys
There we
stay
go.
out
That's the
here-
problem. No father figure.
Like you like just show up and you like know his name and you know where
Yeah.
he lives and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
okay,
weird.
this is a little.
Also, what, lady? What are you doing? Not wearing anything outside. What the fuck? Why do you have your toes out
Yeah,
on
no, I'm just saying,
outside?
you know,
Yeah, your son is the person people should be scared of in this day and age.
It's totally. It's
You got a camera on your glasses.
it's.
Yeah, cameras.
Yeah, but it's totally, you know.
He's not
it-
scared catching
it blinks
fucking anything,
white
god
birds
damn.
on if you know about the.
I mean, you can cover that though, really. easily.
No, if you cover it, it doesn't.
Yeah, this is what happens. Just no no father in the fucking house.
You really know a lot about recording people, don't you?
If you can cover like the
Oh,
other pieces,
Lord.
trust me, I know how. I've watched Ray-Ban videos all the time.
Hey man, I have too, man. You know, I wish I could, but you have to censor. But at the end of the day, you know, like I said, you know.
Dude is not. Yeah, censor. Anyway, pedophile. No. How did this person not catch on and not just speak, dude? It's crazy. Dude, I'm just telling you, man. Gideon out here doing God.
Also, why is he censoring like one of the moms though? He's gonna censor the parents, and why is he only doing it to one of them?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm not trying to put your business out there. You know, we're just kind of talking and stuff. So, you know, I'm gonna let him tell you guys kind of what he wants to do. Oh, I'm just here by myself. Like, I'm not like with an organization or anything.
Dude.
Like I told your mom, my name.
He says that there's a fucking cameraman on the background there.
Oh my God, he knows him. Oh Lord. Oh God.
Oh, watch videos with Gideon.
Oh my God.
Oh my fucking God, dude. I guess he thinks he'll look more guilty if he doesn't just come up with his random bullshit persona.
But I go by DeMarcus too.
Right, you already know what happened with fucking EDP, I guess.
At this point, an alleged pedophile that watches pedophile catcher videos. That's why he never met up with any of these decoys. Oh my fucking God, dude.
Right, because already knows from up. He already knows who's the fake, I guess.
What happened is, so there were
They're learning. These motherfuckers are learning, alright? Rice.
No, I mean, I just want to know what you're doing.
Oh, no, I don't want to. I just pulled out my phone. I was going to let you talk while I mean, you want me to put my phone away?
Calling the cops.
Better is.
Okay.
If you are recording in any sense of the form, we don't give you permission. Yeah.
Awesome.
We do not give you permission.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you don't need their permission, apparently.
My son's, you know, I know he's a legal adult, but not my son's information.
Yes, ma'am.
So, right now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like.
I don't want any of our personal.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys want me to leave y'all's property?
You know, I don't want any of our personal information getting out there.
I mean, like I'm asking, do you guys want me to leave y'all's property?
I don't know what the hell is going on. So.
Yeah, it's definitely like two lesbians. Ugh. They have no idea how to control their child.
What's going on? It's nothing. I mean, yeah.
Oh, so somebody approached you and you were talking to them inappropriately, and you didn't know that.
This is what happens when you don't have a fucking father figure, I guess.
No, actually, he definitely knew.
Oh,
It was. Yeah.
do you want to answer that last part for your mom?
Yeah, I'll tell you guys.
Do you know this person?
I don't.
No, I don't know her personally. No, ma'am. No. Kind of we. Like, I'm not police or anything. All I'm here doing is just talking to him. Her mother.
Yeah.
I mean, I just.
Well, one of mothers.
Why are you talking to him? All he's doing is talking to some people underage. I mean, I assume she doesn't know what talking is code for. She does seem the absent-minded parent type. I mean,
Yeah, that probably doesn't actually pay attention to what his child is doing.
Not going out, not socializing, not meeting friends, doesn't want a girlfriend, didn't start college yet, right? So, like, I'll be real, they're kind of failures. You know, shit happens, but they failed.
Just wanted to talk to him. I mean, I feel like that's a common courtesy, you know, like.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I respect that.
Yes, ma'am.
It's just very cryptic, very vague.
Well, I mean, you know, like, I don't think anybody, I feel like that would be kind of rude for me to put his business out there to you guys. Obviously, he told you yourself. Like you said, he's a grown man. Now, if he was a minor or something like that, obviously I would go to you first. But, you know, him being a grown man, I wanted to just...
So you're here because it was inappropriate? So you're trying to find out why he's talking inappropriately?
I was just... Yeah, I mean, yeah, just kind of figure out what's kind of going on through his head and stuff, you know, measures to make sure stuff like that.
Really, that's your job to know what to fucking know.
I'm not blackmailing him or anything, because I don't want anything. There's nothing you guys...
You're his fucking parent. You're the one that's supposed to know that.
He is making it very clear. I'll go off your property if you want. I don't want anything. No blackmail, no threats, nothing here. All right. Like, he is crossing his T's and dotting his I's.
Conversation.
Make sure he doesn't get sued or whatever.
If you want, like, you know, I can get off your guys' property.
This won't be long, right? We'll just be talking real fast.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we were, you know, we were in a good flow. But, you know, I wanted to make sure you're fit because I know how it is.
You don't want the mom's getting upset or anything.
They're worried, so they want to know what's going on.
Yeah, family's the most important, so yes.
Sure.
Everything's okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, nothing's okay. Your son is allegedly a pedophile.
Allegedly, at least.
This big black guy is not here to commit
Hasn't done anything on camera per se.
Hit them with the racism. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna threaten me? You're gonna be a racist, Karen?
Get off my property, like.
I'm not gonna be rude.
No, it's your guys' stuff.
Which is funny though, because I'm pretty sure these are the type of people that believe that black people can't be racist or whatever.
Like I told him, like
I'm pretty sure that's like their mentality or whatever.
There's nothing you guys have that I want.
I mean, yeah, it's just I'd rather just talk about it, get over with, and we
Yeah.
both be on our merry way.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. I appreciate you. Like,
Yeah, no.
I feel like I want you to know that genuinely, whatever happened, I wasn't gonna tell her because that's your business.
No, yeah,
This is your business.
It's my business.
He's gonna get this guy arrested on video. He's gonna put this on YouTube and get 5 million views. But don't worry, your business. No.
Your business.
And he's doing God's work. Okay, let me just remind you, asterisk, God's work, zero mercy, bring out the penis guillotine. I know that he has to lull them.
Yeah, bring it out.
To get the admission. That's how this works. He's working with law enforcement. That is how this works. Every step of the way. He has to lie to him. But I'll be real here. I will be honest. This dude is endangering children, allegedly, and absolutely needs to be dealt with. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, this dude needs to be dealt with immediately.
Business, and it's completely wrong on me because I'm getting. I get what you're saying. I mean, it is wrong on me. What I did, it's not right. It's never right.
Yeah.
It's never right to do like that.
And you didn't take that next step.
Exactly. I need to, and that's what.
No, I'm saying you didn't take that next step.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't take that step on camera, at least.
That's why.
Or yet.
Yeah, you're going from here now to jail, buddy boy. Jail.
My guess is that he probably has already done some stuff. He just he hasn't been caught doing them.
I have a feeling penis guillotines are gonna be big.
I feel like there's a catalyst for everything.
I see what you're saying.
And that's kind of why I was talking on Telegram and stuff like that. So, like, I'm not here to accuse you. I'm just trying to figure out the catalyst. You know what I mean? The starting point. Kind of like the Big Bang or whatever.
I mean, it's hard to like. I mean, there's not. It's hard to like say the Big Bang.
Well, I mean, I believe in God, but I'm just saying like a starting point. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean.
Yeah,
So-
let's not take it literally, bro. Why were you showing your schmorgel to Fleagle? All right, what's
Schmorgel to a Fleagle.
When I was younger, and I would always just talk to people a little bit younger than me. I don't know, and I always talk to people older than me too. But
Yeah.
I just didn't, and I just kind of never stopped that. I should have. I should have, but I just kind of never really took that.
You should have, but for some reason you didn't.
It's like I'm just
Okay,
talking to another
explain
person.
why?
You're not really like looking at the age.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah.
So what kept you from meeting? Because I feel like there's
No.
So you knew that part was bad.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, I mean, I knew that was, and it was more of a thing where, I mean, it's bad both ways. I mean,
Okay.
Online, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah. No, I respect the hell out of it.
Sure.
If you're over here 40 years
He's
old.
saying this shit, but he's probably not even believing any word of what he's saying right now.
You know you're destroying these mothers' lives or whatever by doing this. And let me get this straight. Let me just mention this once again. 1,000% justified. He's doing God's work. But like, it must be brutal to actually do this. To actually need to break this news to these people, it must be fucking difficult as shit. And I have so much respect for this actually do. Realistically, we need
And no one should be comfortable to tell that their child is doing stuff to the children. This.
We do not want adults talking to kids like this at all. And if this is a deterrent, which, let's be honest, absolutely is. Like, come on. I bet you that there would be 10 times the amount of pedophiles that were going out there if they wouldn't be afraid of getting.
If it weren't for YouTubers like this guy.
I think it's just a massive, massive W for society as a whole.
No, I get what you're saying.
Bro, you're in college. You have.
About to go to college, that is. That's different.
I don't talk to you about this. What would have stopped you
Exactly.
in the future?
I completely understand.
So you kind of see where I'm coming from?
I do thank you for that, because this is definitely a turn in the right direction.
Okay.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah, straight to jail.
Yeah,
To the hole.
I don't because
Right to the hole.
I wouldn't want myself to get like locked up or any like doing some dumb things.
Yeah.
I do.
All right, now show us your Roblox account. I'm pretty sure you have one, buddy.
So I don't know how
That's good now. Now show us your Roblox account.
If you so badly, if you want it very sharp, all right? Clean, nice cut, one time, swing, it's gone. But if it's like really bad, I want like a rusty, shaggy.
Rusty.
All right, now
Ooh.
this is the sliding scale according to Knox. Okay, this is how you deal with it. Again, I don't know what he did. Don't know if he's a pedophile. It's a legend, all a legend.
Allegedly, we don't know if he actually did it, but
We discuss the sharpness and swiftness of the penis guillotine. There is no other option. The penis guillotine is heavy.
I definitely. I'm not gonna.
if he hasn't done anything, penis guillotine. If he has done something, then fucking wood chipper.
my husband's been watching porn. Now he's want to try on all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I guess.
So were people sending you, like, what ages were they sending you?
I wouldn't even say, I mean, you know?
I mean, he's trying to basically get this guy to admit it wasn't just decoys and it was actual children sending shit to him.
I mean,
Right, he's trying not to force it out of him just because he's probably not going to be useful in court or whatever.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm trying to find the cause.
yeah, I really.
That's what you call like entrapment
I
or
don't know.
whatever.
I mean,
You were just added in?
I mean, it was a thing where, yeah, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, bro's lying.
So how many videos did they send you, man?
I wouldn't be able to.
Because from what I saw, it was a lot.
Okay, then it was a lot. I mean, I couldn't be able to tell you. Because again, I don't really go on Telegram.
You don't be doing it, man. You weren't on there. You were on not too long ago.
I've been on WhatsApp. Right.
Well, Telegram, WhatsApp too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, if you say I've been on Telegram, then
You also pulled that shit out.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's fine. This car's actually pretty well built. At least compared to the fucking other ones that I was using before.
You've been honest with me this whole time.
This one actually takes a fucking beating before it goes down.
I could probably pull up on my phone. It would not.
Not as much as the cop cars though. Definitely not.
You're not in those videos. Those are the real bosses. I'm trying to get put in the right direction. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help get those kids identified.
I can't even. I mean, I this sounds bad. I wish I could help. I don't even know like where it starts.
Wait, so his story is that he's just on Telegram randomly, he just gets added to chats that get flooded with child porn. That's his argument now?
Yeah, it's really like the Nick Fuentes argument where he just stumbled upon fucking gay porn on his fucking computer.
I just got added.
Sure,
to it,
buddy.
You know,
Sure.
It doesn't. I really don't know.
No, no. She was just asking. He was asking if you were recording. I was like, I don't know.
This is the way you were like.
I mean, I'm not
No,
trying
yeah,
to
no,
do
I-
harm or anything.
No, yeah, no, we're good.
Like I said,
I'm not recording, but he is.
Oh my god!
Like, you know,
Karen's on another level of Karen.
how you articulate things, it's...
No, yeah.
Dude, the ultra Karen! And the way you articulate things, in other words, you say things wrong. I speak for you, son. You don't have a say in shit. Like, we all understand. We all know those people.
I just don't want you to say something that you shouldn't say.
it's
No,
not.
I don't want you to say the truth, so that's why I'm here. I don't...
Yeah, I always say the truth, not in front of a lawyer though.
Where it's like I kind of already know everything, so it's not like he's saying anything wrong.
No. So mom. No. So what, mom? So what? Like, it's just.
I'm gonna be honest, ma'am. You know, like, and you know, this is totally up to Connor. You know, it's kind of like, it's just kind of like I'm not gonna say man talk, because you're his mother, and you're gonna be that mama bear. You're gonna be that figure that's gonna coddle and make sure he's protected. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, you're looking out for his best interest. Whereas, like, I'm on another level of where I'm looking at stuff for a community side. And you know, and I'm not saying it because as a mother, this is your world, you know? But we also forget, like, there's also a world around us.
Right, you have to pay attention to what your actions are gonna affect other people.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't just be like constantly fucking self-centered.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, not relevant, but thanks.
Yeah, and the first thing you're gonna do is worry about protecting your cubs. And it's one of those conversations where I know exactly how he's feeling right now, and having mom right next, it's making him super uncomfortable.
Probably. Yeah. And he regrets it.
Yeah.
You know, in our...
You know, he said he's sorry, and let's shut off
And he's
the
clearly not gonna do it again. Clearly. Sure.
There are so many pedophiles that end up getting arrested and incarcerated for years as pedophiles that are released and then caught again. Caught a second time. Dude, if you're in jail for 8 years, okay, let's say. If you're in jail for 8 years for having child porn on your phone, how the fuck do you get more child porn on your phone if you're not in jail?
Unless the government just letting them fucking slide in.
You need to get supervised by a warden and a council, and then the penis guillotine comes out. All right, anyway, that's it. I'm telling you, man, it's the solution.
He's really not letting that one go, is he? I mean, it's not a bad idea, but still.
Penis guillotine doctrine.
Are you just trying to be a good guy and stay with the dude?
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Solve the problem. So
Yeah, the solving the problem is putting the pedophiles in jail. I wonder how this problem is gonna be solved.
Like other people and this type of stuff just goes away, it doesn't happen type of thing. That's exactly what he's.
Honestly, this dude needs a fucking father figure that would just slap the shit out of him for just doing
we're like making progress.
just doing something similar to this. He needs someone to fucking slap the shit out of him.
This is your world.
Just to wake him up to reality or whatever.
Walking on the sidewalk earlier, I would have been like, "Yo, Connor, man," like. But you know, it happens like this. I mean, if you want, like, if you want, maybe we could go to the side. Well, okay. Yes, everything's. I promise, everything's good.
I just want to make sure.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. They're the cops.
Yeah, fantastic question, Karen.
Did you call?
The Jew car? Wait, what?
One of your guys.
Macy, the Jew car?
I mean, bro, we were just in the middle of our conversation right here. Did his sister call? Was that his sister? Good, you? Good. Hey, how you doing, officer?
Oh, there we go.
Good.
You just randomly stumbled upon there, sure.
Yeah, you know, I'll just vouch for you. Connor, you're not gonna talk to girls anymore, right? You're not gonna send pics?
No.
This is your last time?
Yes, I don't do that, but.
I guess.
So you don't do
Yes,
that?
don't. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Kind of admitted it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So are you gonna delete that child your phone? I mean, are you gonna leave those child groups?
Right, because he's not allowed to entrap him and make him. But essentially, what he is doing is giving the police probable cause to look at this shit. That's why you have to say it this way without actually accusing him of anything. So essentially, the police is just watching, and the police gets probable cause all by himself.
You promise?
Dude, yes.
Yeah, when dealing with these fuckers, you have to be very careful. Because if you do any wrong move, you could just let them get away with shit because all the laws is just written.
A girl sent pictures
Yeah, 13-year-old girl.
of his Alia, and you know, this is the first time something like this happened. We think it's from the child groups that he was added into on Telegram, but you know, he seems like a good kid. He's gonna get out of those. I'm just here vouching for him and talking to him, but like, you're gonna get rid of. You promise you're gonna get rid of that child?
I could do it right now. I mean,
You can do it right now? Oh, he just admitted that he has
I can
it.
do it now, but I don't have it. But I could do it. I could delete it.
He just admitted that he has
He
it.
has the same lawyer as Destiny.
Oh my god.
What is your name?
My name is Jadon.
Jadon?
Jadon, and no more pics of girls.
Dude, no.
No?
He's like, dude, why are you saying it in front of the cops, bro? You were like so low key before, but now you're not even low key at all. Yeah, that's how this works, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the last one.
He's in the fucking good cop, bad cop, motherfucker.
I don't really. No. Yes.
Right, this is the guy that obviously watches Gideon, right? He's watched his videos in the past. He knows how this goes. So he on the one hand, he wants to say that I'm never doing it again, so he can get out of it. On the other hand,
If he says it, then he's admitting it.
Oh, I can't admit to this.
Yes, it's his
Yes.
Oh, great. The mom, absolute cinema. Could you imagine the mom says to the police officer, this is his last child porn. The mom says to the police officer, oh my fucking god.
Oh my fucking god.
Actually diabolical.
Okay.
They just cannot stop.
He has a hard time articulating.
Yeah, because you're saying no. It's like, you don't want to say no. And we're not going to talk to, and you know, these were you, obviously, right?
What do you have there?
Oh, these were just the messages that he had sent to the year-old girl. These aren't all of it. We have it on a drive that we can give to y'all. But like he said, you know, he's not going to talk to 13-year-old girls, and he's not going to send his picture anymore. And like he told you, he's going to delete that child on his device right now.
God, he just labels it, and he's like, dude, I can't believe you're telling him. I thought we were bros, dude. Oh my god.
Now.
Okay.
I'm a bro to Lady Law, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have ID, Connor? Do you mind if your mom goes and get your ID?
Appreciate it. I'm going to go get my wallet.
Okay.
We have an organization called
What's it called?
EDP Watch, where pretty much we report online people that talk to minors.
Yeah.
So is he recording all of this?
Yes, ma'am, yeah.
He wasn't recording anything.
No, I said I
Let
wasn't.
me get a good
No,
telephone
he
number.
told us we
Yeah, he said he wasn't. I didn't say I was recording.
Okay, you're really gonna sit here and try to take the moral high ground? You're gonna call this guy a liar when your son was allegedly sending dick pics to children? You're really gonna try to take the moral high ground?
Oh, I said I heard you guys.
We don't
Yeah.
give you
What's a good
permission
telephone
to video.
number?
I don't appreciate your dishonesty because you said
You guys see, bitch, your son is a pedophile. What the fuck are you on about?
She didn't even reprimand her kid. She didn't even say bad kid. Stop sending porn to children. You didn't even say that. Oh my god, Giga Karen.
when you got here that you just wanted to talk to him.
I don't appreciate that you caught a pedophile the way pedophiles get caught. You know, because if he would have said, hey, kid, are you a pedophile? I'm going to call the police. Is that okay with you? I have a feeling the kid wouldn't have admitted to shit. I say kid, let's not forget, this is
an adult.
old man, an adult man, all right, that is allegedly grooming 13-year-olds with tons of child porn on his Telegram. Allegedly. Again, penis guillotine.
I didn't want to just talk to him.
Yeah, but you didn't tell us that you were recording because we asked you if you were recording. We noticed your Ray-Bans.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Said that you're on the internet and you share things.
Yeah.
Yes, but no, yeah, he watches my videos.
I understand that, but I don't want videos.
Oh, you don't really watch?
Yeah, they don't want it to be publicized. She doesn't like listen, she doesn't want it to be publicized that her son is allegedly a pedophile. Completely understandable, but at the same time,
fuck you, lady.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing with your kid?
Of us out there, we are not that type of people.
You're not that type of people, but apparently you are the type of people that protect pedophiles. Apparently you are the pedophile protecting type of people.
All I know is I gotta give the video evidence of him admitting to everything to the officers
You need
here.
to say I do not give you permission.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude, this is crazy. Yeah, I don't.
Karen mode activate.
We can just keep that as civil issue, but
Hold on one second.
yes, ma'am.
The cops are like, bro, is he a pedophile? Like, what are we talking about right now?
Let's go back to the important stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
The more important stuff we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you guys understand that?
I
Let's focus on
absolutely
that
do.
for a minute. We'll worry about the video here in a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Go talk to him over there.
Is there any way you can maybe like hold his phone with the admission that he
Well,
does
we're
that?
still trying to figure out what's
Okay.
going on here. That's why we're talking to our detective.
Maybe you can ask him just to put it on the ground so that way he doesn't delete anything.
Well, as long as his hand's not in the pocket, we're good.
Yeah, I just see him fidgeting a lot, but we'll see.
All right, all right.
Yo, y'all, man, I appreciate you guys for watching towards the end of the video. If you can, be sure to hit that like button. And
Did that actually come out of it? They actually arrested dude? Or was it just a warning thing?
DDP watch for free for 48 hours, man. We really appreciate you guys. But we got huge updates we got to get into. I literally just got off the phone with the detective working this case.
Okay.
And he let me know that this was some of the best work that he's ever went through. When he said everything was organized.
Shout out to fucking
Hell yeah.
All right, independent
No
media
bullshit. He got the motherfucker. Let's go.
need to fucking put a stick up their ass. They are complete dinosaurs. They are absolute fossils. It is independent media and independent journalists that are literally carrying the world on their shoulders right now. Holy!
Everything was there. It was no coercion. It was no nothing. It was perfect. He said it was
Nice.
even better than some officers' works that he goes through.
Damn!
So huge
Damn, professional fucker. After all, professionals have standards.
Go give her love and everything. And also, he let me know that this case has opened up in a wider scope because things were found on his phone. Now,
so he was in contact with other pedophiles. Interesting. So he got himself a fucking big ass honeypot.
So this opened up a huge can of worms that they're investigating a whole nother thing now.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm expecting to hear an arrest soon.
Big W right here.
So he is still a free man. So make sure when you guys are out.
Oh, he's still free? Ah, okay. Or they got to like contact with other fuckers that are like him.
So what's up, Connor?
Coño. Connor.
Letting you guys know first whenever we get an update on when he's arrested. But just praise God, this was a great investigation. They're doing a great job.
Hell yeah.
They said that this is their first time ever.
And these are the type of people that Roblox fucking hates.
Third-party group like us.
These are the type of people that Roblox tries to fuck them over so that their common audience, they don't lose their common audience.
There was a lot of coercion, and it just was stuff that they couldn't use.
Which is just people that are trying to get a little handsy with kids.
That he wasn't gonna let his past experience dictate how he was gonna handle our case, and I'm so happy to hear that because, like, you guys heard.
Yeah, there are so many amateurs out there that really just bungled the cases, right? Because if you admitting it, then you're kind of trapping them, and then they don't end up getting arrested. They don't end up going to jail.
Yeah, because they don't have the proof of it.
So you gotta say, dude, Gideon, like, he's a pro. He really is. Independent media on top. Independent investigators. Literally taking
Absolute professional over here. After all, professionals have standards.
In the chat room? No, our work is great. And
now, to be clear, the professional status people, the college type people, they hate this. They absolutely hate this because this is just going to show that you can go out there, make a difference, and you don't need to just follow the beaten bullshit path. All right, really. And this dude is saving lives. GDon is saving lives.
Hell yeah.
Definitely check him out.
And it holds up in court whenever you have a good
Absolute giga chair right here.
So I'm just hoping that the DA's office does their job and fully prosecutes this dude to the fullest extent of the law. I really don't got
Yeah,
much
we'll
else to
see.
say. Please
We'll see about that.
EDPwatch.com. That's how we're able to do this, man. That's how we're able
Let's see if he's gonna be a lot more careful now that you know, he actually watches his videos.
catch the worst of the worst. But man, I just want to give all glory and honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I am nothing, and I want to give him all the glory.
Damn. What
And
a
yeah,
dude.
y'all. Sorry for spitting
That's
on
why
you.
I really like GDon so much. I really like him. I think he's amazing.
You guys always talk about me spitting. Yeah, I'm spitting on you guys because I love y'all. I don't got
Hell
anything
yeah.
else to say, y'all.
Oh my god.
I love you too, random YouTuber.
Great video. Great fucking video. Great arrest. Dude, the Karenification of society is absolutely appalling. It really is. It really is appalling. It's shocking and appalling. And the way people are so comfortable using the internet to do this shit is disgusting. I'm so happy that we're... Look, man, we're trying. We're cooking. People are waking up to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
People are finally realizing the bullshit.
4 million views. Right? This is 4 million views. It matters. It matters so
4
much.
million, god damn.
Talk about this, publicize it. It matters so much to recognize the injustices in the world, like trying to charge someone for saying a word, but essentially letting people off the hook for like actual fucking assault. Like, this is assault. Like, it's a backward society, and we are trying to fix it. So subscribe, up those numbers, join the movement. We annoy people for a living.
Forgot to say people were having a tough time buying Silk Song when it came out today. Oh yeah, I've seen that shit. And it's not just not being able to buy, it's also the game just crashes the fucking platform as well. Yeah, I saw the random post on that. I think even Young Game made a video about that. Yeah, hold on, let me pull that out real quick. I think pretty sure Young Game made a video about the Silk Song thing. Yeah, there it is. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one.
It has been 52 minutes since the launch of Silk Song.
Done about when I
I've
tried
still
buying
not
it.
been able to buy Silk Song because the entire internet seemingly is flooding into all the storefronts and trying to get this game, and many are not having a successful time with that endeavor. Worth noting is Silk Song's player numbers right now.
in here.
The all-time peak as of 8 minutes ago. The game literally
doing in
launched
here.
like an hour ago, and the all-time peak as of 8 minutes ago is over 111,000 players. And I mean, we're just scratching the surface. People are still struggling to get the game, to purchase the game on Steam especially. And so I would imagine that within the course of 24 hours, this will skyrocket to levels that, I mean, will be unprecedented for an indie game like this. And I imagine that we're going to see a lot of growth over the course of a couple days. Before
I should have gotten rid of the other cop
peter
first.
out. I think Silk Song is going to break some new grounds when it comes to all-time peak player numbers. The anticipation, the hype for this thing is beyond a lot of what I've seen in
Sometimes the cops just randomly show up out of nowhere.
Gaming history.
It's probably just
And
random
the thing
racers
is,
bringing them
it's
to me,
not
most
just
likely.
Steam. If we go on Twitter, you'll find people saying things like Steam, PSN, and Nintendo eShop are
Yeah, it's not just Steam, it's literally everywhere else. So you just can't play the fucking
Silk Song
game.
is straight up just crashing every storefront. So let me show you what's going on Steam right now, because
It might just be like a lot of people trying to buy the game at the same time,
due
probably.
to the influx of users who are trying to buy this game. So right now, you
Yeah,
can
it might
see I'm
just
trying
be
to load
that,
into
then.
the store, and it's really slow, but it does eventually load in. Now, from here, I mean, Silk Song hasn't even been listed as a featured and recommended game, but you can go to Silk Song right here, right? And you can add it to your cart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm someone who has gigabit internet, so the fact that it's going this slow is already not a good sign.
Yeah, it's because there's just way too many people trying to fucking buy the game at the same
I've already
time.
managed to add it into the cart, but just to show an example of what your experience would be like at this hour, I'm like trying to click on this and trying to get into the page, but nothing's happening. So there's a real struggle here.
Yeah, it's struggling with loading a page.
I can see right here that it's still buffering, it's still loading. My internet connection's perfectly fine. But finally, we load in.
It loads in.
Wait, what? It was in my cart.
And now it's off
So,
the
okay,
cart?
the game's not in my cart anymore. So let's add to cart.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, so now we got 2 copies.
Oh, yeah. Wait, 3.
Shit. Okay, so...
Ah, shit. There's 3 of them now?
Messed up here. Hold on. Let's view my cart. Already added it. Okay. So...
Yeah, this shit's getting really fucking slow. And there you go. Error message.
An error was encountered while processing your request. Let's look at my cart again and see if this shows up. But yeah, before I can at least get into my cart. Yeah, my cart is completely busted.
This shit's
right
taking way too long.
Cool. For those wondering what I would be seeing prior to starting to record this video, it looks something like this. So I would get infinite loading on my cart, essentially. And this button would take a while to activate. But once it did, you know, I'd hit continue to payment, and I get this error.
And that again.
And it's pretty much
just
this.
more errors over and over again. Just because probably a lot of people are trying to get in at the same time.
Pacific time. And it's only gotten worse. I can't even access my shopping cart anymore. And before, Steam displayed that the game was already in my cart. You can see right here, this is what it used to display in cart. And now it's not even doing that. I mean, I could probably eat a whole breakfast.
Get the same stuff that happened to me. Right. There we go. Another fucking disconnect. Come on.
Sponsor of today's video, Magic Spoon, a company dedicated to creating.
Yeah, don't care about that.
Or if it's more convenient for you, you can use the QR code displayed on screen. I got to a point where, you know, I've been like trying to refresh and go back and forth between pages and just, you know, spamming the hell.
Yeah, I already see that this game's gonna be very fucking popular.
Keep
when you can actually, you know, fucking buy it.
Loading loops and continue payment is a useless.
And mind you, how old is this fucking video? 5 hours. This video is 5 hours long, old.
And there came a point where I could consistently use that continue payment button.
Oh,
but
the video is fucking 5 hours long, 5 hours old, that is, and it's probably still around the same.
But doing so simply
where bosses in the game.
An error.
So
Steam is
even more than like Cuphead.
It is crashed to hell.
A lot more than
Especially
Cuphead.
when trying to buy Silksong. You can see right here, it's just stuck in this, and this is a couple minutes before I started recording this video. This is what I recorded just to like have this on record. So that's been the Steam experience, and let's actually go back to Steam. And
yeah, it's probably gonna be the same for like PSN or
yeah, my
the Xbox Store or Nintendo eShop or whatever.
Let's remove some of these items. It usually shouldn't let you add 3 copies of the same game, but I can remove. Okay, so let's refresh the page. Okay, there we go. Continue your payment. Still,
now the question is, does that also affect other games, or is it just like Silksong?
It is such a highly anticipated game.
Yep, in regular Hollow Knight. Okay.
That doesn't have
is it affecting like the entire store, or is just the when you're trying to buy Silksong or Hollow Knight or whatever?
The fact that there wasn't any pre-orders, and this being basically one of the most anticipated games of all time. This straight up is the indie GTA 6. It's kind of what it feels like, where people are like, "Is this ever going to come out?" Because it's been in development for so long, and then they finally announced the release date on August 21st. And they announced that the game's coming out in like 2 weeks or something, basically September 4th. And the world
did you see the speedrun I posted in the chat? Not yet. We're probably gonna watch it after this one.
Because Hollow Knight is just, it really is that good. And the wait for Silksong has really been that long. Meme-worthy wait.
Meme-worthy.
You know, likely worth it. But in the meantime, though, this is what people are contending with right now. And that's the kind of like goodwill that I've not seen many AAA games.
Especially nowadays.
Like to a point where it can take these outlets, these platforms that have some of the biggest servers,
make them not work.
Some of the highest levels of just traffic.
We'll watch the speedrun after this video.
Crash those entities, which are built to withstand a big volume. This is a huge volume.
This is probably gonna have like this is probably gonna be like a world record of like bricking a fucking
see what happens if
internet store or whatever.
the game on the Nintendo eShop, and I'm getting a discount because of my points. So I'm actually, that's wild. I mean, I talked in my previous video about this game being $20, and that's in large part why the demand is so high. This game,
it's actually pretty cheap for the amount of content you're gonna be getting.
Hollow Knight being $15 is already like insane, given the amount of content and the quality that that game exuded. Silksong is only going to be bigger and better, and they could have charged $40.
No,
and
it's
gotten
50.
away with it. And like people were happy to pay that price. The fact that they still decided to charge such a low fee, given how long this big game is.
Alright, is Silksong like its own game, or is it like an actual DLC?
The amount of content that can be expected is substantial, and you know, significantly more than a lot of games that charge, you know, $60, $70, $80. And at higher quality than a lot of those games.
Its own game, that's really impressive. That's even more impressive. Yeah, damn.
And the way you can like, the way
I was just gonna be its own DLC. I was just gonna be like DLC or whatever. No, it just made it its standalone game. God damn.
Likely being one of the highest quality indie games and video games in general. Period. Combined with everything that's it's gonna offer from a pure just amount of content and quality of content and substance of content standpoint, insane. And then now being able to use my Nintendo points to get this for simply $11.
$11.
I will absolutely take this. Hell, I'll also buy the Steam version right after this, just to
just like compare,
because they earned it and they deserve it. So select download destination Nintendo Switch 2. Let's confirm. And also the Switch 1 and Switch 2. The upgrade from Switch 1 to Switch 2, it's free. No matter which version you get on the Switch.
Yeah, okay. That's another one.
You will just be getting the enhanced version no matter what. You'll be getting the version that you play the game on. All right, then I'm going to hit purchase and hope that this ultimately
lets you play.
Yields a positive result.
Then also probably downloading the game is also going to be another hassle as well.
If download does in fact automatically start. Okay, so on the Nintendo eShop, things seem to have balanced out, and it is in fact starting to download.
Okay,
so
nice.
you can see right there, Silksong.
So it seems to be working just fine on Switch. It's probably just on Steam that's
at least that's
crashing.
cleared up. Keep in mind that Pirate Nation published this tweet at 7:13 a.m. and I hopped on board kind of at like 7:40, 7:50 a.m. So within the first, couple minutes, the first 20 minutes of the game launching, the fact that it could bring down, I mean, Steam is still down. Yeah, that's still down, being able to purchase Silksong, but the fact that it can bring down not only Steam but PlayStation Network and Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, why is nobody talking about the
Xbox? Shortly thereafter.
Wasn't the game also released on Xbox? Yeah, why is no one talking about that as well?
When it comes to PlayStation Store, currently from what I'm seeing, it's not.
Is it just because no one has an Xbox Series X?
I'm gonna go see if I can get this game on the console itself, and I'll be right back. So I just checked my PlayStation 5, and it's the same thing where I'm not able to purchase the game on the PlayStation Store and download it, even on the PlayStation 5, and then on the storefront here. The Switch 2 version just finished downloading.
Nice. You can play the game now.
I don't know what's going on here. It was supposed to launch on the PlayStation Store, I think at the same time as on other consoles. So, I'm sure hopefully they'll fix this soon, as a lot of people do want to play this title on PlayStation.
At least that's one silver lining. If you want to play the game, you could just do it on Switch right now.
Transactions, not a live service, no bullshit. Just purely a video game created as a passion project from developers who are not here to make all the money in the world. Just charge enough that they can make financial ends meet and then some, just due to the success of this game. But
yeah, now they're probably gonna make a lot, all the money with just Silksong. God damn.
This goes to show that their heart is in the right place and they want to make this game as accessible as possible for the masses. So I just really commend them for that, and I cannot wait to see what journey this game takes. I cannot wait to see the kinds of records it'll break, the kinds of numbers we'll see for it, the kinds of achievements.
I know I will be surprised if the whole
looking forward to playing this game,
making the e-store down would also be a fucking record on its own.
See what the review aggregate score will be like, what the general masses of critics will say about this game, and what scores they'll give this title. But until then, folks, this is the start of something really big. And this is the start of the launch of Silksong, a game we've been waiting for for 8.5 years since the launch of the original Hollow Knight, and for 7
already
years
been that
since
long,
the
goddamn.
announcement of the title. I can't believe it's finally out, but here we are. It's
Yeah,
real.
quote-unquote out,
Dreams do come true. And, see you on the other side. For those who've been looking forward to this and are checking it out, I hope it lives up to all the hype and your hopes and dreams. And hopefully it's a game that's launched with great technical finesse. All will be revealed in time. For now, though, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the situation with Silk Song and the way it's kind of crashed myriad storefronts, the biggest store.
Like, well, probably the bigger one. The biggest storefront.
Screen with me?
What the fuck? 3 hours? God damn. The shit, dude? 3 hours. Fevered blindfold game. Okay. So he's just doing blindfolding. Okay. That's cool, but I'm not watching the whole thing though. No siree. Christ. Yep, just watching right now. 3 hours though, goddamn. Probably put a lot of practice just on this thing. Yeah, damn. And patience. Alright, let's see here. Plus how many games in one go? Whew, god damn. Isn't kind of like what Jane Animations did with the Cooking Mama games or whatever? I don't know. That video is probably like way fucking older by now. Christ. Alright, what do we have there?
Son. My name is Suzuki. I'm in 5th grade. It's summer vacation now and school's out. I should be feeling amazing, but I don't want to
Typical summer Keaton.
You already said yes, didn't you? Akane went through all the trouble of inviting you, so you should go.
Yeah, honestly, I find winter ambience way more fucking relaxing for me compared to like summertime. I'd much rather be cold than be fucking sweating buckets. This.
Kept insisting, so I couldn't say no, and ended up accepting.
Tsutsuji, you're gonna be in 6th grade next year, so you need to learn how to sleep by yourself.
That's right. You need to learn to sleep without mom, so think of camp as practice. When I get lonely.
Tsutsuji, you're such a mama's girl.
Come on, you need to leave soon or Akane will be here to pick you up. No, I don't want to go. Help me, Fan.
Fan? Don't,
Huh? It stopped.
don't worry about it, it's your biggest fan.
10 years. Guess it finally stopped.
Even the fan is telling Suzuki to go to camp.
Damn, even my trunks are fucking tired of her. God damn.
Alright, fine. Here, I'll give you some spending money. What? You can use this to buy drinks and snacks at camp. Whatever you want. Well, I do want the money, bud. Suzuki, let's go.
Come on, go, little shit.
Suzuki, Akane's here. Come on, you can't keep her waiting, so hurry up. But, here, take your spending money and grab your bag. It's okay. By the time you get back, you'll be full of amazing memories.
Dad wants to see how much you've grown too.
But, Suzuki, what's taking so long? Come on,
Hey, what the hell's going on in this fucking camp shit?
You can do this, Tsutsuji.
You like gonna be a fucking bear or whatever?
Suzuki, the bus is coming soon. Yeah, coming.
You gonna fucking traumatize her or something?
Maybe we're being too pushy.
She'll be fine. Once camp starts, she'll have so much fun that her worries will just disappear. Besides, experiences like this are important for Tsutsuji. Let's trust her.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it, and just some bullshit happens in there.
I won't be able to see Mom and Dad for 3 days. Wow, this is awesome! Sasuchi, look at the window! Isn't this amazing? Wow. It's nothing but trees everywhere. Like, literally just trees. This is hilarious. Wow,
Just
what
trees?
the mountains look like.
So funny about just seeing trees. It's probably what fucking average town people think.
If I get attacked by a bear, if that happens, I'll never
Like people that live in the fucking cities or whatever.
I shouldn't have come. I want to go home. Wow, Sasuchi, look outside. I already looked. It's just trees everywhere, right? No, the view outside is absolutely gorgeous. You're just trying to trick me again. What? Wow, it's so pretty.
All right, everyone. We've arrived at the campsite, so let's get off the bus.
No way. Just a minute ago, we were surrounded by all those trees, but look at this place. Sasuchi, since we come all this way, let's have an awesome time. Come on,
I think we should be able to finish off the racer side today. There's not that many more cars left.
So today until evening, we'll be playing in the river. You can also try out the boats. Listen to what
This car, I think we already
and
got
make sure to
most
stay
of this
safe while
stuff.
you're having fun, okay?
Yes.
Don't
Yeah,
wander
I'm pretty sure I
outside
just
the
did the car
campgrounds on your own.
personalization I need
And
to
we're having
buy.
a barbecue for lunch. All right, have the time of your lives.
Yay! Play in the river, barbecue. Take a this. So cold. Doesn't it feel amazing, Sasuchi? Here. You got me. It's my turn.
There's the water infected or whatever. Yeah, I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Beautiful scenery and all these new experiences. And before you knew it, I forgot all about being worried and was having a blast.
This is so good.
Everyone,
This shit's all going all too well. What the hell's gonna
we're all
happen?
gonna make curry together.
Yay! Sweet! Dinner's curry.
Hmm. Yeah, and I'm just waiting for the fucking disaster to have to show up.
Really, Sasuji? You made curry before? That's so cool. Can you teach us how?
Yeah. By the time night came, my anxiety had completely disappeared.
I don't think I've tried curry before.
And I was totally living camp life.
Especially like this Japanese curry in general. Or just curry in general.
Felt incredible too. Camp really is the best. Sasuchi, you look like you're having a blast too. Yeah, I'm so glad I came. Thanks for inviting me, Akane.
You like different type of stew?
You
I
don't
don't
need me
know.
to look out for you after all.
Oh, there's Sasuji and Akane.
Tachibana Nakamatsu.
We were talking about having a snack party in our tent later. That's why we're looking for you guys.
What? That sounds amazing, but I didn't bring any snacks.
We're gonna buy some at the store.
But isn't the store?
Right, is that why you're gonna take advantage of the cash that she got?
Outside the campgrounds, but it's close.
Oh, is that what's gonna happen? She's gonna run into a fucking robbery in the store?
The teachers would be pretty thrilling, don't you think?
That actually sounds pretty cool. It really feels like summer vacation. But
Anyway, let's head straight to the store. Let's go, let's go.
wait. Come on, Sasuji. You should come too. Don't worry.
Yeah, that was gonna fucking happen.
Are you sure? Is this
We're gonna run into a fucking bear on the way.
What should I get?
Are you really sure? If the counselor catches us, we'll get in huge trouble. It's fine.
Sasuji, you should get something you want too.
But souvenirs. I wonder if Mom and Dad would be happy if I get it for them. Sasuji, we should go soon. Okay, I'm getting this, so just wait a sec. Sorry for making you wait.
About time, Sasuji.
What you get, Sasuji? Souvenirs
Uh-oh.
for Mom and Dad?
Guys, hide! It's a teacher!
Huh? Sasuji, you
Uh-oh.
too, quick!
It was gonna happen.
I saw someone. Maybe it was just my imagination.
That was way too close.
If we'd be even a second slower hiding, we would have been totally busted.
Alright, that's gonna calm down.
Slow.
But that was
There's
seriously
only 5 more left.
Yeah,
Alright.
my heart was pounding so hard, it was actually fun.
Akamatsu's face was completely red and he was trying not to breathe. Tachibana, you were sweating too. Shut up! Anyway, we made it back safely, so tonight we party. Alright, let's toast with our drinks.
Cheers! It was a little scary, but it'll be a great memory. That was so much fun. Yeah.
Come on, where's this gonna
The
lead
river
to?
making curry too.
Can't just be this fucking easy.
Sasuji, what's wrong?
But yeah, when I got the props from Suzu, they came in yesterday, I saw they didn't add an orange tip on the evoker.
I heard from
What,
your
the-
mom that you
the
still
gun?
live with her. You can't sleep unless you're at home, right?
I guess it's, again, different rules compared to like in the UK and America.
Well, I'm here with you, so you'll be fine. It's okay. I'm gonna be in 6th grade, so I can sleep alone. Maybe because I was tired from playing all day, I actually fell asleep pretty easily. But the next day, something terrible
Get
happened.
paint to add an orange tip.
Tsutsuchi, wake up!
They probably should just be safer. Never know.
What's wrong? It's so early.
Just pack your stuff right now. There's somewhere we need to go immediately.
Okay. Teacher, where are we going?
I'll tell you when we get there.
Why am I the only one getting put in a car? Where exactly are we going? Did he find out about our trip to the store yesterday? I was the slowest one hiding, so maybe we actually got seen. Because they broke the rules, they're taking me
What
out to the
happened?
I'm sorry. Yesterday broke the rules, Anne.
Rules? What are you talking about?
Huh?
Anyway, that's not what matters right now. We're here.
The-
The police station?
What
We need
happened?
to talk inside, so let's go.
Because, like, you know, I don't want the cops to think it's real.
I need you to stay calm while I tell you this.
They should always play it safe, especially with fake
We
guns.
got word that your house caught fire last night.
Wait, what?
A fire?
Right now, we can't reach your mom and dad.
What?
Your parents might have been in the house.
No, no, no way! I don't want that!
Huh?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Firefighters will
Just
check
this
on them
pop
and see
I don't know, I
what
got
happened
him.
putting out the fire.
If Mom and Dad got caught in the fire, I don't want that! I feel alone! I can't lose Mom and Dad! Will I never see Mom and Dad again? If Mom and Dad are gone, then
And she passed out.
Suji?
She must have fainted from shock. We need to get her to a hospital right away.
Got it. I'll get a car ready immediately.
Corin! We have a call from the fire department!
What did they say?
The parents are fine,
What?
but they're fine.
where am I? Dad! Mom! Thank God you're okay! Where are you going? Mom! Dad! Wait for me! Mom! Dad, don't leave me behind! Don't leave me alone, Dad! Mom!
I get it. There we go. Hey, very good.
Goodness. When I heard you'd fainted,
They're probably not even near the fucking house when it burned down or whatever.
Dad! You're really here, right? You're not dead, right? Yes, I'm really here. I'm sorry for scaring you. Thank goodness! Thank goodness!
Yeah, this is definitely not gonna fucking help her not to be so attached to the parents. Yeah,
Seriously
damn.
need to get it together. Going off
Definitely
on a
not gonna
trip
happen.
without
Oh, they were
telling
just
anyone?
yeah, they were nowhere near the fucking house. I fucking knew it.
We were enjoying the morning bath and didn't notice her pose. It was our first time away together as a couple forever.
They were nowhere near the fucking when it happened.
And about the
Fucking knew it.
Thank God no one got hurt. When
It was the fucking fan. Oh my god, it was the fan.
it was really old. When the fan stopped working this morning, I forgot to unplug it.
Bruh, why didn't you unplug it?
Summer fires from old appliances happen all the time.
Nice foreshadowing there, though. What the fuck?
You'll need to check everything more carefully.
We're sorry. Well, the important thing is everyone's safe, and you'll be more careful from now on, right?
Yes, we're so sorry for the trouble.
I'm glad your mom and dad are okay, Tsutsuji.
Me too.
Nice foreshadowing. Well, god damn, dude, you should have just turned that shit off.
In the car.
If I told you in the car and you panicked, that could have been dangerous. So I thought it'd be better to have the police tell you here. Thank you so much for being so thoughtful.
I'm really sorry for causing all this trouble. You need to learn from this too.
Yes, we're sorry.
After that, our family lived in temporary housing for a while to look for a new place. Thanks for the meal.
Like the whole thing burned down?
Most important,
There's just like a room or something.
no one got hurt. 1 year later. Are you ready, Sasuji? The car is ready to pick you up. I'm ready.
Can't believe Tsutsuji, who didn't want to go at all last year, is now asking to go to camp herself.
You've really grown up. I'm in 6th grade now. Plus, last year I had to come home early because of you two.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Be careful today, okay? You're going to hot springs again this year, aren't you? What?
How'd you know? Where should we go?
I'm excited. I know you two have been secretly planning it. You knew. You can go, but make
Yeah, to make sure it turns everything off. God damn it.
Got it. Well, Mom and Dad, I'm heading out. Have a great time.
Rice. A damn fan. I told you their biggest fan was we're gonna be their biggest fucking downfall. Alright, what else do we have here? Okay, let's look up this one. This happened. Right, hold on. I'll let this guy. Let me just get rid of this guy first, and then I'll pop the other video. And a fucking course. Where the hell did the other cop come from? Fuck's sakes. Where the hell did the other one come from? Fucking dick. Where the hell did the second cop come from? God damn it. I don't even know which is which. I think this is the other one. Yeah, there we go. Should be down by now. Out of the way. Dick. Alright, at least I got rid of the fucking cops there. What is this one all about? Mascot Chuck E. Cheese is arrested in front of the children at work. Okay. This is recent. This is like from 2 months ago, actually. Alright. But is he a fucking pedophile or whatever?
Do we know his name? I don't know his name. We're gonna...
That's a little bit loud.
Yes, we are. Do it. I want you to. Go around and ask. Go around. You want me to come in front of these kids?
Got him?
Yeah, grab him. Get him.
Get him. Get him.
Grab him, quick.
The fuck? Goddamn Cars Arcade game there.
Don't resist. Do not resist. Don't. Let your hands go. Let your hands go.
Let your hands go, Chucky.
I got wide open.
God damn it, Chucky, what the hell do you do? Have you been showing your cheese to kids again?
Alright, for now we have 1 to 10. But at least the suspect, he stole someone's car here and has been using it.
Have you been playing around with kids again? Off work, maybe?
So, yeah, I understand. Yeah, we'll have to get it back to you in a second. He's a criminal. What would you like to know?
I would like y'all to walk out the door with some traumatizing all these currency and somebody like drunk.
Yeah, great. They don't care if it's like a criminal, they just want to see Chuck and Cheese. Come on. The fucking Karen mother over here.
787, you can come around the front. Does this come off, man? Does this just come off the top? Oh, it hurt you.
Oh, working.
There you go. I understand you weren't sure.
What is this about?
We're gonna talk to you. How does this come off, man? Is it just like a normal?
Can I get that? I gotta take this back. This is my work stuff.
Yeah, we'll do it.
You're like an old dude.
Search him as best you can. I know he's probably got internal pants, but.
Oh,
What is going
Just
on?
have him. Just pat him down. Just.
Yeah, what's the reason they arrested the dude? Is he just playing on too much with kids?
Okay.
Drugs or whatever?
What is going on?
Did I explain that to you, right?
Did you really just get dressed?
What y'all talking about? What's going on?
Alrighty, sir. I'm Officer Cruz with the Dallas Police Department. I'm conducting an official and criminal investigation concerning fraud. Any false statements about material matters given by a witness under the oath will consult penalty. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Alright, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can
Art fraud. Oh shit.
You have the
Like
right to talk to a lawyer.
identity fraud or whatever?
Present with you while you are being questioned.
Oh
You
shit.
cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise those rights and not answer any questions or make any
Oh
statements.
boy.
Do you understand each of these rights?
You wanted the cheese a little too much.
Yeah, I understand, but what is
You
going
understand?
on?
Okay.
I don't know anything.
Have you previously requested any law enforcement officer to allow you to speak to an attorney?
I haven't. I don't know
Okay.
anything about none of this.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
What is going on?
Having these rights in mind, do you want us to talk to you? Do you wish to talk to us about what's going on?
I just want to know what's going on. I have to
Okay,
get back
so,
to work.
sir, having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Why y'all even harassing me and I didn't even do anything? I'm in here working, doing what
Sir, I need you to answer the question
Harassing.
before I talk to you. Having these
Look, they wouldn't be harassing you for no reason.
What I talk to y'all of and I don't know what's going on.
It's a yes or no, sir. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Whatever, man.
Yeah, if he's
You said a yes? Okay. All right, so we are investigating some fraud stuff with the credit card. Have you been using anyone else's credit card anywhere?
No, sir.
Have you been shopping lately with a credit card?
No, sir. Only card I use is my own Cash App. That's it.
So you don't use a credit card anywhere?
No, sir.
Okay. You've never obtained a credit card from here, found one lost or whatever else, and used it anywhere else? So there wouldn't be any video of you anywhere shopping with a credit card?
Like at the meat market.
At the meat market that doesn't belong to you?
I don't know anything about a meat market.
You don't shop at the meat market? So you haven't gone anywhere and used a credit card to shop anywhere in the past week?
What, they had the fucking receipts or whatever?
Okay, well, yeah, what about, all right, well, I'll tell you what.
I don't know anything about
I was going to look at the video for
I mean, look at them. That Chuck E. Cheese costume, though.
about none of this.
Okay.
As far as I know.
And they definitely had the receipts.
We got...
Because I cannot afford to lose this job. This is all I know in law.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a place called 720 in Tallahassee?
720 Orange Avenue, the meat market.
Oh, the meat market.
Or Perry's meat market.
Yeah,
The
we
one
got...
that you're on film stealing.
What about Cloud Smoke Shop? You ever been there?
The one
Okay.
you're also on film stealing.
What about the Whataburger? You go to the Whataburger and get some food with a credit card? Okay. Neighborhood meat market. You went there multiple times
I
on
use
video.
my own card. And I don't use other people's stuff for nothing.
Okay. At the meat market, you use your own card?
My own card. That's it.
So you did go to the meat
And
market?
didn't he say you only pay with cash or whatever before?
When's the last time you went there? The meat market?
A few days ago.
A few days ago? Okay. And you used your own card there?
Yes, my own. Nobody else's.
Is that the app thing you were talking about? Your
Cash
Apple
App,
Pay
that's
thing?
it. Cash App.
They take Cash App there? Okay. What about the Time Savers too?
Cash App.
Cash App. So you've been there recently?
About 2 weeks ago.
Okay. What about Tony Mart? No?
I haven't been there recently.
You haven't been to Tony Mart? Okay. Well, Time Savers again. So you go to these places and use your Cash App on your phone to pay for stuff? Never with a card. Okay, so if we got video of you using a card.
I use my own card, no one else's.
Well, you said it's a phone.
Right, keep saying that, but you have proof?
I have that card, but it's not.
Might you have the receipts?
You have the card, but it's not. What cards do you have on you today?
I don't got no card on me, but bus cards. That's it.
That's it? Okay.
And a pack of cigarettes. That's it.
Okay, so you're denying all claims of going over to these places and using someone else's credit card.
I don't use nobody card but my own.
Okay. You know how much meat you bought or about how much stuff you spent in the past few weeks on your Apple card or your Cash App card or whatever card you had?
Not too sure.
Not too sure?
The-
No ballpark?
He doesn't want to admit it on camera.
What were you buying from like the 420, the smoke shops? Just cigarettes or?
Cigarettes. I just smoke cigarettes.
Okay. What about the other shop? What are you buying from there? You don't know?
Don't remember.
Don't remember? Okay, so just meat and
Take
cigarettes.
another one.
If you want to show them the video, you can show them the video.
I mean,
I don't know nothing about all this stuff. I don't use no card but my own card. I don't know nothing about this other shit.
does that look like you? Something you wear?
No, sir, I don't want no stuff like that.
You don't wear
I even not. They even got fucking camera footage of the guy using the fucking card or whatever.
Hey, look at me. It's gonna be in your best interest to tell the truth, okay? Don't pretend like that's not you in the picture, all right? You know it's you. Just start telling us the truth.
I don't want to go to jail today.
I mean, if you're lying to us, you're only going to make things worse on yourself, buddy. Because all that's going to go in the report.
Yeah.
The judge is going to see all that shit.
Lying to the police officer is not gonna make things any easy, buddy. Come
I
on.
understand that, but we got to investigate what happened here. So if you
They're
want,
not fucking stupid. They have working eyes.
that would help everyone here, including yourself. It's a video.
What? Get his name in it.
All right. You got your? Do you have your ID card on you in your pockets? You don't have your ID card on you? We're gonna find out if you got it on you. So if you're lying to me, it's not gonna go well, man. What's your name?
Hold on a minute, officer. Can I go inside and get my
No,
ID?
sir. You have a seat. You can't go inside
where
yet.
it is, and we'll go get it for you.
Wrong one. This.
Just tell us where your ID card is.
I don't have it at all today.
Okay. What's your first name?
My first name's Shimon.
Spell it for me.
J-E-R-M-E-L-L. I'm not trying to go to jail today.
We understand that.
I don't want to go to jail today.
We didn't want to come here and have to take you to jail, sir.
I don't want to go to jail today.
Yeah, keep saying that.
Is there a belt on those pants?
You gotta uncuff me so I can take all this stuff off.
No, we're gonna take it off for you. Is there a belt on your pants?
Ooh.
I gotta take this stuff off to get to my regular shit.
I don't think you understand it.
Hold on. I want to talk to y'all too, boss.
Yeah, you have to take off the entire fucking suit. Just take off the shoes. Mm.
If I find a card or something, I turn it in if I'm in there.
We'll get it figured out, man. We'll get it figured out.
If I was to find a card or something, I'm giving it up. I don't do nothing with other people's cards.
My body camera is on, and it's recording you saying that, okay? Go ahead and take your shirt off, please.
Oh, man, working.
Not really.
All I do is work. This.
Okay. I believe you.
We're just doing our job right now, too, sir.
I might have been on camera in that store you saw, but not using what y'all think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That the whole thing? Yep. Alright. Okay, so they actually did the dude actually get arrested? I mean, they did have evidence of him actually using the cards. It seems like they had evidence. Get your ass here. Stop fucking evading. There we go. No idea what happened to him afterwards. Right. Now, where were we before? Right, this dude. You're trying to watch this one.
We're doing something completely different here. Throughout the last 14 years of working on this channel, I've covered game after game after game across many different platforms, but I've never actually talked about my experience
Yeah, doing the
with any of those
PS2
particular
retrospective.
consoles. Video game consoles, especially retro ones, all each have their own little quirks that set them apart from the rest, which nowadays you don't see nearly as often unless it's from Nintendo. Now, I personally don't own every single one of the major hitters that came out from the 70s up to the 90s. I was born in 1995, so unfortunately I didn't get to grow up with a lot of the games around those eras.
Or just this stuff like the video game nerd.
Played Super Mario 64. That wasn't through original hardware. My father had set up an emulator and I played the game that way. My family wouldn't get to own our very first home console until the PlayStation 2 came out.
Unfortunately, I never did have the original PlayStation, even though I was alive during its lifespan. My parents weren't as financially well off back then, and when my mom wasn't studying law or my dad was trying not to smash Windows 95 open, they were usually busy catching up on 90s TV, probably Friends, Law & Order, Frasier, or ER. I, meanwhile, was too young to even hold a controller, so I was only able to play humongous entertainment titles like Pajama Sam or Freddy Fish, games that were made to teach as well as engage. I ain't complaining though, those games are still awesome. That's a series of videos for another time. I have a PS1 now at least, and my sister Diana's
At least the original model of the PS1. My brother has the later version, I think.
Library of titles I've owned for any console. What you're seeing isn't even all the games I played during its heyday. For this video, I've had to dig out a few from my family's collection that we've had since the early 2000s.
Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to talk about every single PS2 game out there, but I'll at least briefly go over the ones that have been a big part of my life. This is purely going to be a personal retrospective, and one I've been wanting to do for the longest time.
You know that noise with the PS2?
We got a lot of titles to cover in this hefty-ass video, but we'll be sure to discuss aspects of the console itself, too.
Such as how you might want to consider playing it in this day and age. You'll find a lot of people say that the original CRT experience is the way to go. Actually, you might see a bit of gatekeeping online if you look around.
I also do have a CRT as well.
I've certainly encountered worse gaming communities out there. My family had the OG fat PS2 model, which we still have to this day. It just might be kept deep in the attic that no one could get to. What I've got for myself now as of recently is the slim model that came out in 2004, and despite me living in the UK...
Yeah, which version of it? The one that has the fucking power? That comes with the power thing? With the cable? Or is it like installed with it? Or is the console installed with it?
Don't care. If you know anything about retro gaming, especially 6th generation and lower, NTSC consoles are pretty much the way to go. UK and European TVs back in the earlier days of gaming only outputs of 50 Hz, while the US and Canada
which made the game
had TVs
slightly
60 Hz. UK and
with
European
less frame
consoles,
rates.
commonly known as PAL, had to be made specifically for those TVs in order to run properly. Nowadays, basically all TVs run at a minimum of 60 Hz. You'll be hard-pressed to find any modern ones that do 50 Hz. So unless you want to do some digging and invest in an old CRT TV that does 50 Hz, you might be better off just getting an NTSC console, because if you try playing a PAL console on a modern TV, you'll notice how the games run significantly slower than they're supposed to. Not only that, but you may also need to purchase a decent HDMI adapter for that console, since we're well past the age of composite and component cables, which most TVs don't have anymore. You can perhaps
You have to rely on like upscalers or whatever.
Well, but some of those provide a little bit of lag, and the color scheme isn't always accurate. Not to the point of being unplayable, but it may be somewhat noticeable if you have a really good memory of how a particular game's supposed to look. Retro Tank are currently seen as the top dogs.
I'm saying the intro noise at the start of the video is from Persona. Okay. Right. I think that dude also does reviews of Persona games.
So you may wish to do your own research.
He's like very much into Persona.
Like the OSCC. Me personally, right now I'm using a Rad2X cable that's powered by RetroTink, but doesn't have the extra bells and whistles the more expensive stuff have, such as filters or further upscaling. I'm not too bothered about those myself, and this provides the rawest experience for both PS1 and PS2 games while still having next to no lag and a good color scheme. I also use a Rad2X cable for my N64 and Super Nintendo, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot believe this is actually coming out of the hardware itself. That's not all though, as you also need to make sure you don't accidentally fry the PS2 with the wrong amount of voltage if you're using an NTSC console from a different country. The fat models need a step-down converter to reduce the voltage, while the slim models can use a simple AC adapter, at least in the UK. Kind of a bummer for me, as I do think the fatter models are more iconic.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this dude grew up in America and then he moved to UK, I think. So he had to get used to the different versions of the console.
Despite me saying in my old Super Metroid video that the SNES was, but I was in a retro phase at that time and completely forgot all about the PS2.
And don't get me wrong,
yeah, not PS2's retro
console on its own, but the PS2 introduced me to so many different genres all at the same time. Obviously, with me being a kid during the PS2 era, I couldn't afford to buy any games.
Yeah, with the PS2 I didn't grow up with that many like big high-end games per se.
Stable back then, that's understandable.
Most of the shit that I built was just like licensed games,
birthdays and Christmases.
mostly platformers or whatever.
The game first by making frequent visits to Blockbuster and renting out the newest title. If we really enjoy
enjoy the game, which we did a lot of the time, then we'd put that on our next list of gifts. But occasionally we would get treated to a new game anyway if we happen to have the money to spare.
I didn't really know what I was getting myself into with what I buy for the PS2 or what my parents would get for the
For the
PS2.
Sega Dreamcast though, this was doing next-gen 3D graphics at least a couple of years before the PS2, but it was never going to compete with the PS2, since so many others already had a PS1 back then and wanted to see what more Sony could do. Pirating Dreamcast games onto discs like
That's
they
a
did
pretty easy as well.
the poor thing really needed another chance and try to improve a few aspects. I'm sure the Dreamcast is charming in its own right. I've never actually owned one or played many games on the system, but I
wouldn't
can
mind
tell you that
at
the
least
PS2
playing one Dreamcast game at some point. I do have the Dreamcast emulator. Oh, that's nostalgic. Hell yeah.
That right there always signals fun time for me. It's so iconic to my childhood that whenever Sony released PS2 themes for later consoles carrying that same aesthetic and sound, I am always putting that on. No, I'll never move on. Man, even the options menu is mesmerizing with those crystals in the background and
Stop being a fucking kid, move on. Yeah, taxes to
also
pay.
determine whether or not your disc was even working. These days I have to get my PS2 games secondhand from eBay or other online retailers, and I've seen some pretty scratched up discs. Meaning if the orbs didn't go away after a few seconds, that disc ain't gonna run. Grab some scratch remover, give it a good rub, and pray that those orbs of doom are happy this time. Saying that,
I could just reset the console.
replace the laser that reads the discs because it was just refusing to play anything after a while. Hey, so after recording all this, in addition to the laser, I just discovered that the clock battery was dead too, as you could tell by the orbs not moving anymore. Which explains why every time I've had to unplug the PS2 or I get a power
they had to constantly change the clock. My old fat model also did that shit too, because the battery died.
Sheesh. Old technology's fun to maintain, isn't it?
Yep.
I've heard that the blue PS2 discs also have more problems running than the regular non-blue discs, but I haven't experienced
Those
that
are
myself,
straight up
thankfully. Maybe
CDs.
it was a bigger issue with the fatter PS2 models? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if that's happened to you.
Yeah, I remember.
I never discovered this as a...
Yeah, I remember back in the day when I had still using the fat model of the PS2, the fucking stream PS2 games. I would have to put the fucking consoles sideways just so I could play the blue discs. That was like the only way the console would fucking read them. Good times. Yeah, good times. Or you have digital cups on my ass as well.
But sometimes if you try putting in a disc that wasn't PS1 or PS2 compatible, like from a different system, all you'd get is a simple message saying that the disc can't be read. However, for other discs, such as from a different region or one that's really scratched up, would give you the infamous red screen of death. This ominous as hell looking backdrop with the same wind sound effects that the normal menu has but on a lower pitch. It is creepy. I couldn't imagine the nightmares it must have given kids back then. The DualShock 2 controller was surprisingly not all that different to the DualShock 1. The L2 and R2 buttons are a little bit bigger, but that's about it. Why fix what isn't broken, I guess, but speaking of the PS1, one of the best things about
pretty much the same thing for also DualShock 3, besides like the L2 and R2 buttons being more spring-like.
The N64 couldn't play Super Nintendo games and the Super Nintendo couldn't play NES games. So that meant I could have a go at some PS1 titles alongside PS2 titles, though my siblings and I ended up playing very few of these, unfortunately. The only original PlayStation games we did have were Ape Escape, Spider-Man 2, and
I had my share of PS1 games as well back when I was playing around the PS2. Not many. It was probably just 3 games.
Allowed for 4 players simultaneously, so we had to take turns. CTR was the best Mario Kart alternative we had at the time, but it's still an outstanding kart racer on its own accord, and one of my all-time favorites in the genre. Ape Escape I actually did a whole Trash or Treasure video on back in 2014. The microphone quality's not very good, but it's still an okay enough review, I'd say, if you want to see my full opinions on that. Spider-Man 2 was a pretty good time as well, especially since our only experience with the previous game was an old
most of the games that I had for the PS2 was probably just
you remember that? It gave you a few
probably just like European exclusive shit.
You
probably never heard of.
Beat the Rhino. We had to wait weeks for that damn thing to come to us as well, but I played the hell out of it. And Spider-Man 2 was a decent follow follow-up. Not as good as the first game, but we were satisfied enough. That was basically my entire PS1 childhood right there. When I was a teenager, I did eventually pick up the original Metal Gear Solid as well and enjoyed that greatly too, but any other PS1 games I'd play afterwards would be through emulation. In fact, that's how I recorded footage for my earliest reviews and first experienced some of those titles. My PS1 collection is steadily growing nowadays at least. I don't think it'll ever get as big as my PS2 library, but I've already got a good number of classics to play around with.
Yeah, the shitty ass American CD cases. Our PAL cases are chunky as all hell,
over to your PS2
for at least for the
memory cards if you
PS1
want to
games.
reserve space, but you still can't load those saves on that memory card. Not that you'd want to anyway, because PS2 memory cards only store up to a laughable 8 megabytes, with each game save varying in size, and if you have an extensive library, that card is going to fill up fast. Less so than PS1 memory cards, but still not great. That's why I highly recommend not bothering with the official cards and get yourself a third-party one that allows for way more space than you may ever need, especially the smart cards you can find where you store an SD card and can have gigabytes worth of space for both PS1 and PS2 saves. God damn. It's also really neat seeing little animations on the saves themselves, which again would never happen today. And it's a crying shame because that just adds more to the PS2
Yeah, it just adds like a little charm to it.
with Capcom titles.
They even have like different animations if you're gonna like copy or delete the save.
I'm sorry, Samanosuke, I gotta evict you. I'll definitely say I much prefer the cases for PS2 titles as well, compared to the flimsy-ass jewel cases for PS1 games that I've had to replace more times than I would have preferred. Oh, I hate those so much. I surprisingly don't mind the greatest hits banner on PS2 boxes either. The shade of red is dark enough not to be an eyesore, unlike those snot green greatest hits banners you see on PS1 cases. Why did they ever think this would look appealing? And in cases like Silent Hill 2, it's actually better to get the greatest hits version for not only bug fixes, but a whole new scenario to play around with that you couldn't get in other versions around this time. The same goes for Crash Bandicoot
Right, Wrath of Cortex.
because the greatest hits version reduces the length of those infamous load times. But hell,
Yeah, the original version of Wrath of Cortex was pretty bad to all times, and then they fixed it with the Platinum or Greatest Hits version of it. That's why if you want to get that game, just get the Platinum version or Greatest Hits. That's the version that has the lesser load times.
to play games when it also doubles as a DVD player. Yeah, it's a bit silly to look back at now, but DVDs were all the rage back in the 2000s as they were beginning to replace VHS tapes. However, DVD players were still quite expensive when they were brand spanking new, around less than $200 for top-of-the-line stuff. So it only made sense to get the PlayStation 2 instead. It could play games and watch movies. It was a no-brainer. And no doubt another reason it did way better than the Dreamcast. I remember seeing my parents watch the first Godfather on it, where I fell asleep rather quickly. Hey, Godfather's a great movie, but terribly uninteresting for a little kid. Not that it's made for kids anyway. I'm looking forward to seeing Godfather Babies come out. I didn't own many DVDs to start with, and sadly I can't remember which movie I tried out first with a PS2, but I want to say it was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I got this as a birthday present, and later that evening after we had our pizza, I and my friend Mason were watching this until it turned midnight. That was one hell of a fun sleepover. Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire seem to be the fan favorites, and I do really like Goblet
personally,
of Fire,
I prefer
but
Prisoner of
Chamber Secrets has
Azkaban.
always been my favorite in the series. I greatly enjoy the childlike wonder the
Yeah,
earlier Harry
I'll probably
Potter
say
movies
Prisoner of
had, but still
Azkaban is
had
probably my
darker
favorite
edge to
Harry
them.
Potter
And
movie,
this one
besides
certainly
like
turned things up a notch in
Deathly
that
Hallows
factor.
Part 2.
Obviously not as much as the later films, but was still full of life. I mean, it's got both a giant spider and a giant snake at the end. How cool is that? Movies are an entirely different discussion, however, and that's not what you're here to see me talk about anyway. So moving all that aside, let's go over some of the games that I played back in my youth. Buckle up because there's a long list here. Best not to check how much time's left in the video.
Yeah, most of the actual important games that I played from the PS2 era are mostly just copies from my brother, like Sonic Heroes and shit, and GTA. Those were all my brother's stuff.
Just for this game.
Because all the games that I got for me was just shitty licensed games.
Say left such an initial impression on you that you wanted to buy a whole new system. I think the last time that happened with me was with Zelda Breath of the Wild back in 2017 and the then new Nintendo Switch. My siblings and I were obviously far too young to be playing something as violent and crude as Grand Theft Auto, but we did have our own games to play with when the PS2 was available. Though let me get some of the big boys out of the way first that I didn't have back then. Final Fantasy X and X-2 didn't play. Metal Gear Solid 2 didn't play. Shadow of the Colossus didn't play. The Silent Hill games didn't play. The Devil May Cry trilogy didn't play. Sly Cooper, rented, but really didn't get far at all to leave an impact.
That's
It's not that
another game that I
no
need to do at some point on stream. But I just got the trilogy on
but I have them
PS3.
now, better late than never, I suppose. Unfortunately, similar to the
I'm really
first
looking for when
DVD
I
watched
do
on the PS2, I don't
Sly
clearly
Cooper 1.
remember what was the first game that I played on the console, but I believe it was Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy, which was also the first title I experienced by gaming juggernaut Naughty Dog, or Juggernaughty Dog, take your pick. I was already quite familiar with Mario 64 at this point, and Jak and Daxter was more or less the same deal. A 3D collectathon where you did various tasks to earn the MacGuffin of this game, Power Cells, which you needed enough of to access later areas. Very basic by today's standards, but as well as the typical Naughty Dog standard of good writing and characters, minus Daxter. The world to explore.
Right, I guess. But yeah, let's take a little break before we continue on, though. This shit's thinking a little bit. Yes. I think we should still be able to do some cop stuff afterwards. But it might still take a bit. There's only like 2 kind of cars left. And there's still the... actually, there's 3 cars left. But one of them only has like the personalization shit left. I already got all the pursuit tech and performance upgrades already purchased. So yeah, hopefully before we have to end stream, we can probably start doing some stuff with the cop side. I'll say I'm seeing that this dude is also dealing with the ghost effect as well, that I also had to deal when I got the when I was streaming PS2 stuff as well back in the day. That's why you need to have an upscaler, because so that you don't deal with the fucking ghosting effect. Because like when you're dealing with like interrace signals from the PS2 or Wii. But yeah, we'll continue on at the little break. Let me just change here. Here we go. And then change it. There we go. Alright. We'll be right back. Let me just change back here. Alright, what do we have here?
84, okay.
Get up. What is this all about? Of course, Doki Doki.
So basically, if you turn.
Wait, this is an actual thing? There's like different versions of like Doki Doki which pick up on Switch? Like the girls? Is that like a limited release or whatever?
If you play the game, this makes a little bit more sense. Okay. But basically, if you take all these games, flip them around so that they're lined up backwards. Yeah. You kind of see the back of all the girls, but Monica's still lined up.
Oh, that's interesting.
Come on. So she's always looking.
That is freaky, though.
Very creative. Very creative.
That is freaky. Holy shit! Is that is that an actual thing? Yeah, hold on, let me look up CX. See if they have like Doki Doki. I think it's probably just an American thing. Yep, they're not showing up, huh? So it's probably just a Doki. That's probably just a American only thing, probably. No, wait, no. Looks like there are European copies, I guess. No, they are definitely European copies. Don't know why they weren't showing up on CX though. Unless of course it's just like a limited release. Interesting. Looking it up, the only real one's the case with Monica on it. The others are fan made. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, interesting. I thought that it was just an American thing, that the physical version of the game, but no, I guess it's also in Europe. I see one with Yuri on it. No, so they're not fan made. Again, it's probably just like a limited release thing, probably. Alright, where will we? It's probably just a limited release. Right. Where will we?
Is vast and vibrant. A unique feature of Jak and Daxter, however, was going through the entire game without any loading screens aside from fast traveling. And I guess the one boat that takes in a Misty Island if you count that as a visual loading screen. Look at this, a widescreen option in 2001 as well. How advanced.
It's not even centered though.
I wonder what the point of the PS2's aspect ratios are.
I mean,
they don't really seem to do
Donkey Kong 64 also had widescreen, and that was on the N64 as well.
Thank you. Anyway, I kind of understand if Jak and Daxter's may be a little primitive for some people nowadays, but I still have a huge soft spot for this game nevertheless. And there's a good amount of variety to the tasks that I rarely get bored, rewarding me with that classic Power Cell sting that always injects a good dose of nostalgia.
The way that he's recording PS2 games just doesn't make them look good. With my upscore, they look way better.
Ah, so fulfilling. Then Naughty Dog decided to immediately change things up in the 2 sequels, starting with Jak 2, which I also received as a birthday gift after having recently finished the first game. This was absolutely not what I was expecting. They completely ditched the 3D collectathon style of gameplay and instead went for something along the lines of Grand Theft Auto for bigger kids that are still too young to play the real deal. The tone's been made way darker, with political conspiracies, torture, a global war, and characters now suddenly swearing as a means of being edgy. I very much wish to have been a fly on the wall to see how this decision came to be. At first, I was enjoying this enough for the first few hours.
This is probably around the same time where Naughty Dog was getting more serious, I guess. Maybe then they just kind of turned it back with Uncharted.
Totally removed either.
And it brought it back with The Last of Us.
Punch and spin attack from the first game is available again too. Dark Jack's a new thing to add more power to attacks, and the gunplay itself is handled relatively okay.
The fucking Sonic Unleashed mechanic of Evil Jack, evil version of the character or whatever.
Causing many frustrations for my younger self that only got worse during the game's last third, on top of some of the most spread out checkpoints I've ever seen. And the vehicles, my god, they are so weak. They only take a few hits before they explode, and of course you're going to be doing a lot of driving. So be prepared to change vehicles a lot if you aren't in full control. Look, before anybody freaks out, I'm not saying Jak 2 is a bad game. It
just has a lot of flaws.
More than I do, that's great, but fucking hell, some people were really climbing on my ass when I did a 60-second review of this. For some reason, at least based on my comment section, I pissed off a good number of viewers with my frankly rather tame short review of Jak 2. I didn't say anything that was that uncommon among some players, just the things I've already pointed out here. This is a rather polarizing game, but Jesus Christ, certain Jak 2 fans do not seem to understand the meaning of that word. Apparently all you can say about it is that it's a masterpiece, nothing else. Man, if they didn't like what I had to say about Jak 2, they're gonna faint when I get to Prince of Persia Warrior Within. Anywho, it took a few years once I got this game, but I did eventually beat it. Although I got
why is it automatically fucking going to the goddamn
end
play? I want to
that
restart
I
the
almost
fucking event.
completely skipped Jak 3. I gave it over an hour, saw that it was pretty much the same as Jak 2, only in a massive desert, and said to myself, nah, I'm good. And just like that, I dropped Jak 3 and wouldn't return to it until the HD version came out on PS3s, where I took the time to finish it. Though I overall would say Jak 3 is the better game if I had to pick a second favorite in the trilogy, primarily because there's not as much bullshit as the last one. Guns return with some mods you get later in the game to make the combat more interesting, and the vehicles and animal rides aren't filled with nitroglycerin anymore. The story isn't much to write home about this time, but I'm a player who takes better gameplay over a better story. You know what? This one's alright. I'll give it a pass. Though this is where I stopped playing Jak and Daxter games altogether. I
probably didn't even play Jak X or the Final Frontier or whatever.
I didn't have a PSP,
or
so I wasn't
Daxter.
able to play the Daxter spin-off or the Lost Frontier, but from what I understand, I'm really not missing out on Lost Frontier. So what came
Daxter's a good game though.
when that became
I actually did play a little bit of Daxter, and that was always like a fun time.
platformer high, my dad decided to rent us Ratchet and Clank, which I recall him describing to us as like
Ooh, Ratchet. I need to go back to more Ratchet and Clank. I need to do what's the name of the third one? Up Your Arsenal. Up Your Arsenal is the second
There's a
one.
lot
No.
of things to play around with.
No, Yeah, the third one is Up Your Arsenal. The second one is Going Commando, right? I need to do Up Your Arsenal as well. And I always have a lot of fun playing the Ratchet and Clank games.
But like with Jak and Daxter, I respect it for what it is. The worlds and their characters are interesting with some good humor, including the titular duo. The guns are unique, the platforming's the right amount of challenge.
Imagine bringing those cases to a GameStop. That'd be fun though. See what they actually come up. See what they say. Because I didn't see anything on CEX.
Going Commando, on the other hand, was a definite improvement over the first game. This is where a lot of series traditions originally came from, the major ones including upgrading weapons after enough enemies are killed by them, massively increasing in firepower, as well as arena battles with gauntlets of enemies coming your way in different stipulations. A proper strafe button was something else that the first game didn't have, and man, it makes combat so much smoother. Clank sections are a little more involved with these different types of robots he can control, and there are occasional dogfighting sections with your spaceship. Everything just feels a lot better here, though I sadly can't say the story and character interactions were anywhere near as good as the first games. There are some great moments. I love Clank trying to solve a logic puzzle, but Ratchet's only solution is to smash it to pieces.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
Swears near the end, but it's bleeped out and really damn funny with how out of nowhere it is. I do get some laughs out of Going Commando.
Yeah, Going Commando has some really good humor though sometimes.
Things that happen, like it all suddenly clicks with me.
The best part about those games are the humor, and some of them are really fucking funny.
Still though, this is a fun time regardless, and a more than worth
fucking out of nowhere swearing at right at the end of the games just fucking cracks me up.
Finishing the original. That would be the third entry, Up Your Arsenal. Oh, I love this game. This one is by far my favorite Ratchet and Clank game, not just on the PS2, but in the entire series.
Oh, even Tools of Destruction?
The first game and made it better. Up Your Arsenal takes Going Commando and makes that better. As any great
I also need to get my hand. I also need to play the PS3 games as well. I do have them on my collection. I just haven't played them yet.
Upgrade up to 5 times now. Arena battles are back and also have these new obstacle courses. And we have a few contained war zones as we assist our new pals.
I actually do have Ratchet and Clank 3 on the PS2 as well.
But it never gets dull. Except for maybe the Captain Cork side-scrolling minigame. It's an alright little distraction, but not something to come back to over and over again. Where Going Commando left me forgetting a lot of things, even after just playing it, with Up Your Arsenal, I am never going to forget this story and its characters. Scrunch the Monkey, Captain Sasha, Courtney Gears,
Dr. Nefarious,
Clunk, and the debut of fan-favorite villain Dr. Nefarious and his butler Lawrence. The company also had its absolute absolute peak here with a bit of silly slapstick and humor for the kids, but plenty of hilarious jokes for adults.
Top 5 clanker of all time.
My daughter tells me you're a man who's good with his hands, Ratchet.
Sir,
Huh?
I swear I never...
The city's laser shield went down during the attack. Now we are defenseless without it.
I did have to stop myself recording what little I have done because otherwise I was just going to keep playing. But that's how much I really like this game. It's one of the best action platformers I've
My
ever
daughter
played,
tells
and
me
one
I'm
of
good
Insomniac's
boy with
greatest
hands,
work.
sir. I swear I
really
didn't
wish
do
this
anything.
trilogy came onto other consoles though, so more people can play it without having to buy a PS2 or even a PS3 in the somewhat problematic HD trilogy. And no, streaming it on PS5 doesn't count. With the Naughty Dog versus Insomniac,
I've heard that the HD collection does have some glitches here and there. Like it doesn't have like proper widescreen with some stuff.
I'm definitely Team Ratchet and Clank over Team Jack and Daxter, as much as I do love Precursor Legacy. We didn't always play platformers, however. Sometimes we would try new things, even if we hadn't heard of them before. And one of those games was Ape Escape 2, which I remember my dad bringing home one day and me having no clue what
I'm pretty sure you mentioned before they did play Ape Escape 1.
Ape Escape
Yeah.
until after the second game was put on our shelves. So in the meantime, Ape Escape
Yeah, I have
2
no
was our
experience
first
with
one
the
of
Ape Escape
that we
series.
played.
I
And
have
man,
not played any of
sunk
them.
so many hours into this back then. Moving the right analog stick as a means of attacking and using gadgets was so unheard of to me. Same goes for pressing R1 or R2 for jumping. It's all muscle memory for me now, but might feel pretty weird for newer players. You play as a young boy named Jimmy, the cousin of Spike from the first game, who accidentally gives the peak point helmets to the monkeys that caused all the mess from last time, and thus we have to go capture the monkeys again, as well as stop their leader Spectre from taking over the world once more. By the way, yes, it is weird that the US voice for Jimmy is Veronica Taylor, also known as Ash Ketchum from the Pokemon anime, while Natalie is voiced by Rachel Lillis, who also did Misty, God rest her soul. You'll see a number of people online talk about how Ape Escape 2
They brought
is
the
not really
Pokemon
any
voice
different to
actors
the
for this
first game,
game?
apart
Okay.
from graphics and new levels,
Interesting.
and yeah, I can kinda see that. But nostalgia is too much of a powerful thing for me with this game, unfortunately. I love Ape Escape 2 just as much now as I did back then, though you could argue that the Freaky Monkey 5 does change things up at least a little bit. The first Ape Escape had very little in the way of boss fights, so Ape Escape 2 fixes that to give you something different in between all the monkey catching. My favorite one's definitely gotta be Pink Monkey, a tiny simian that just wants to be a pop star and pushes you away with her music, but beating her up unleashes her inner fury as she starts throwing things at you and uses her electric power she apparently has. That's a very memorable
electricity.
boss, and Ape Escape 2 is an all-around grand adventure. This is the one I'd suggest playing first if you haven't tried any of them. My siblings and I even spent a lot of time doing multiplayer on the mini games, mostly this rhythm one where you had to time your dance movements to the beat, and a good chunk of monkey soccer with the most American announcer I think I've ever heard.
Let's play monkey soccer.
I really should do a full Trash or Treasure on Ape Escape 2 someday, like I did with the
Or
first
just the
one all
series in
those years
general.
ago,
That'd be
but
kind of fun.
only time will tell, I guess. Speaking of multiplayer,
Now
though,
there's
my
good old
family and I
Tekken.
did either one of 3 fighting games during our time with the PS2, those being Virtua Fighter 4, Soul Calibur 2, and Tekken 5. The first one we played was Virtua Fighter 4, although we didn't play the original version for terribly long, because once Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution came out, it was game over from there. This one gave us more fighters and more stages.
That's a different version with more shit to play around with.
Became a thing where we had to buy a
Yeah,
whole new product.
this is the
Sounds ridiculous
this is
now,
the
but it
time
was all
that
we could do
this
at the
was
time,
back in the
and we
day
for
where
sure
if
had
you
our
wanted
fun
to add
laying
more
the
content of the
smackdown
game, you
on
had
each other
to
with our
just
favorite
buy
characters.
a
I can't
brand new
remember
version of the
exactly
game.
what I mained when I first played 4 Evo, but I would come to play more as Kage years later. Diana would more or less lean towards Lee Fei before eventually moving on to Brad, who punches so hard he'd probably make Chris Redfield from Resident Evil
Samus?
blow.
The hell?
My dad would spend most of his time trying to master Pi, and damn he sure did, because even today he can still very much whip our asses with her. I'm not the best at fighting games anyway, but whenever we're in the mood to boot up 4 Evo, we're guaranteed to have some laughs and a roaring good time, but not quite as much as with Soul Calibur 2.
Right. I
This
actually
right here
did
is my
play
all-time
this on the
favorite
GameCube,
fighting
I
game, and
think,
it has been
on
for
like a
so
friend's
many
house.
years. No longer
Like
relying
years
on punches
ago.
and kicks like any other tournament fighter. Characters now have unique weapons given to them, which
GameCube was the
personally
version
always
that
appealed to me
was
more.
the one that had
Everybody
Link,
has their
right?
own flavor of
Yeah,
attacks
I'm pretty
because
sure.
of their weapons, instead of just slightly different forms of martial arts. And Soul Calibur 2 also has this brilliant parry system where by pressing guard and a direction at just the right time, you can stop your opponent from spamming attacks and leave them temporarily vulnerable. A difficult maneuver to use in the heat of battle, but greatly advantageous if you pull it off. The speed and raw power of your attacks is ultimately what makes Soul Calibur 2 so good.
Yeah, I have not played this in
Damn
forever
excited when I
though.
saw it was going to be one of the launch titles for the Switch 2's GameCube library with Link from Zelda as the guest character. Oh yeah, this was the first time I experienced having a guest character in other games. In our case as PS2 owners, we had Heihachi from Tekken. The only big downside I have with Soul Calibur 2, though, is the process of unlocking all characters, costumes, and weapons, since that means going through the long and tedious adventure mode filled with random battles, sometimes under different circumstances, and dungeons that drag the pacing to a screeching halt most of the time. I always end up using a character that can throw their opponents off the stage as a means of clearing this mode faster, and unfortunately you need to do all of it just to even put every character in the roster.
That fucking character select screen just brings back.
And it's never fun to deal with. There's no cheat code either, you gotta do this legitimately. Why do this to me, Namco? Despite that, even when we didn't unlock everything, I've had some of the best multiplayer sessions with Soul Calibur 2, and will buy it on every system I can. I mean, goddamn, even the character selection is so badass, with all the fire in the background, the silhouettes of the characters that reveal themselves when you hold on them, and that epic score,
the fucking wizard dude.
So then some years later,
the eye thing,
to add to
that
our
brings
tournament
back.
fighter repertoire, and I'll be honest, I'm not a massive Tekken fan. I find mapping buttons to each of the characters' limbs to be needlessly complicated, and there's no way in hell I'm ever going to remember any of those 10-hit combos that aim to take away a good portion of your opponent's health away if you do it correctly. I'm a total scrub with these sorts of games, and I'm not ashamed to admit that Tekken often
Probably one more
scares me
session
away,
of this,
but I
and
do
we should
quite
be done
enjoy
with
Tekken
the
5 for the most part. I didn't play this with my family as often as Virtual Fighter 4 or Soul Calibur 2, but it still passed the time pretty well. I remember spending weekends going through the arcade mode several times to unlock every character, on top of that strange 3D brawler side mode where you control Jin and fight your way through hordes of enemies, meeting with a boss at the end of each stage. It's the only way to unlock Devil Jin for the roster, who's amazing to play as, but I can definitely see people losing friends when they choose him. Coming back to this arcade mode so many years later,
like the bullshit characters.
Realize how much I hate arcade modes in fighting games. It's always the same. The first few rounds are dead easy and the opponents barely even try, but then partway through the AI suddenly spikes in difficulty, predicting every one of your attacks when you're still learning to use a character you haven't tried yet. This all climaxes with a cheap-ass final boss that spams the same moves and uses range ones that blast away an infuriatingly large amount of your health. Ugh, these modes suck so hard. As much as I don't really like the adventure mode in Soul Calibur 2, I will easily take that over something like a standard arcade mode. They try to be quarter munchers when we're not even putting in quarters. What sense does that make? Anyway, Tekken 5, good multiplayer,
putting some effort into
other fighting games.
And right. At least you're putting as much time into the game. That way, I guess.
I could always turn to something like Dance Dance Revolution, although we specifically play DDR Max 2.
DDR I have no experience with. They didn't even have the fucking map list for the thing. I think a friend of mine had something similar to that on the Wii, maybe.
Nowadays anyway, but I'd like to think this was one of the games that made me greatly appreciate rhythm titles, as you use your feet to press the right directions in time with some upbeat dance tracks. I'd eventually become way more invested with Guitar Hero and Rock Band than DDR, but the memories I have with DDR Max 2 will surely not be forgotten. Although if I wanted some more competitive multiplayer sessions that didn't involve tournament fighters, we always had the option of a few sports games. I don't invest myself into watching many sports.
Yeah, I don't tend to play that many sports games that often. I did have a couple of FIFA games on my collection, now they're just kind of, they're just be sold.
Sega Sports Tennis for a little bit. I wasn't very good at it and would completely embarrass Serena Williams, but
is that virtual tennis?
For a little bit. I wasn't
that's something different.
Completely embarrass Serena Williams, but I could be.
We need to go back to virtual tennis 2009 at some point just to get all the trophies for that game.
And try to outdo each other with their custom-made golfers. Meanwhile, I was definitely more a fan of the over-the-top arcade-style sports games like.
Yeah, we need to go back to that game. I need to finish that off. We did the fucking multiplayer.
This is more my jam. No, not that one. Small courtyards, easy controls, and little in the way of physics. It's fast and frantic, and that's how I like it. Not much more to say than that. But then we get to SSX Tricky. This is the sports game I, without question, have partaken myself in the most. I love going fast downhill and filling up my speed booster by doing all sorts of tricks so that I can make myself even quicker. It's really hard not to accidentally bump into things in this game, but there are plenty of boards and characters with their own stats to suit your playstyle. They even got a few celebrities to voice the racers like David Arquette, Lucy Liu, and Billy Zane. But
Billy Zane, goddamn. The fucking mummy from the Mummy movies?
And at this point, even
Billy Zane was also in a lot of other shit as well, like Kingdom Hearts.
The rest of us are. It was great having everyone on board, again, no pun intended, as my mom was totally hightailing it with Elise. We did get SSX3 as well, but we didn't play that nearly as often, and I honestly don't remember that game a whole lot. Tricky, on the other hand, will always have a special place in our hearts for gathering the entire family around as we try to beat each other in races to the point of shoving one another, the endless amount of shoving. Though what if I wanted to race not on a snowboard, but something more traditional, like behind a wheel? However, like with sports
Gran
titles,
Turismo?
more realistic racing games such as Gran Turismo 3 are titles I'll only play maybe once in a while. I'd say I'm a little better at these than sports games, but
Like, I don't think really play that many like realistic racers. Most of the racing shit that I play is just Need for Speed.
Something that allows me to be completely reckless and perhaps make crashing into
Oh,
others
Burnout, okay.
That's where Burnout comes in, though I played the third game subtitled Takedown, which is lucky for me because that's often seen as the best in the series. Yeah, now we're talking speed, mayhem, and lots of crashing. Racing's only part of the goal, as you also need to smash into your opponents and totally wreck their cars in order to build your boost. Or you may want to choose to participate in some road rage events that's all about trashing as many vehicles as you can. It's absolutely insane with how fast you can go in a Burnout game, and while I really do like Burnout Paradise with its open world, I also appreciate the more specially made tracks that past games like this one provide. The mode I ended up playing a hell of a lot, however, was the crash mode. Here you just drive in a straight line as quickly as you can and deliberately crash into oncoming traffic and watch as many other drivers don't know how to use their brakes for some reason. You think colliding with others is the only way to stop. Then the pile gets bigger and bigger until you either run out of time or cause your own car to explode and create more damage, even having the ability
Okay, that looks a lot of fun though, not gonna lie.
You honestly don't really have that much control in this mode, but it's still fun just watching how much of a mess you make all on your own. The other modes, however, are just as fulfilling, and I highly suggest picking this one up if you've never played a Burnout game before.
I think my brother does have a copy of Burnout 3, I think.
All good fun for a while, but sometimes I don't feel like playing them or the PS2 at all and just want to watch a little TV. Hang on. What if I could play as some of my favorite characters in film and TV, but on the PS2? Licensed games. Now,
good old Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and SpongeBob there.
My dad knew how low effort a lot of these licensed titles were, but once in a while he'd rent one for us to have a play with, and we'd come across some decent gems now and then, like SpongeBob SquarePants
Battle for Bikini Bottom.
This is another one I've already dedicated a Trash or Treasure video for.
That game even managed to get like a remaster.
Brief here, but even over 20
or a remake afterwards.
Battle for Bikini Bottom is still an outstanding tie-in game. Sure, it doesn't break the mold a bunch with 3D collectathons. You're still doing various objectives to obtain gold spatulas that are needed to finish the game, but the controls are super tight, the graphics aren't too bad for the PS2, and references to SpongeBob's history are still great. Even if you somehow aren't a fan of SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom
I didn't grow up with SpongeBob. We didn't have Nickelodeon when I was growing up, so I didn't watch that shit.
Its predecessor, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. I remember picking this up after seeing the commercial for it on TV, and oy vey, you can very easily describe this as Battle for Bikini Bottom Beta. In this game, SpongeBob accidentally releases the Flying Dutchman, and now he wants to cause havoc around Bikini Bottom, kidnapping SpongeBob's friends as part of the Dutchman's crew, so we have to stop him and put him back in his prison. The controls feel very loose, and the objectives are not anywhere near as fun or intriguing as Battle for Bikini Bottoms. It's a lot of collect this many coins, catch this many jellyfish, drop a Krabby Patty delivery for Mr. Krabs, get all these wasps out of Sandy's tree dome. Very basic stuff here, and granted I did play this a lot as a kid, but man, going back
as a kid you can just play whatever. It's like the most bullshit fucking games ever.
Kind of a snooze fest, not even terrible, just boring, and my god is it butt ugly. I know the PS2 can do way better than this. What's also sad is that this is one of only 3 games made by Big Sky Interactive before they went bankrupt. They were the ugly barnacle in this instance. Needless to say, not nearly as many people are into this game as they are with Battle for Bikini Bottom, and unlike Big Sky, Heavy Iron Studios would garner a much
Heavy Iron Studios is the one that actually made Battle for Bikini Bottom. Is that the one? That's the one that most people fondly look for.
It was something I also recall seeing.
I think they also worked on some of the versions of Ratatouille as well. I think it was the PS2 version. I'm not 100% sure on that though.
Reruns of the original cartoon on TV occasionally, and
it was either the PS2 or PS3 version.
Though my generation will have grown up with What's New Scooby-Doo, which I did watch the latest episodes for a number of weeks. I also recall really liking Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase whenever that came on, and I went to see both live-action movies in theaters as well when they first released. And you know what? I don't think they're all that bad. I'll go as far to say they might even be good. Scooby-Doo has always kind of adapted to different decades as the franchise continued, and the early 2000s are no exception.
The fucking thing get anything.
For the Mystery Gang is pitch perfect and worth seeing just for that. They're not masterpieces of cinema.
Yeah, even this movie even has fucking Mr. Bean in it.
Adaptations go, they could have been way worse. Night of 100 Frights keeps things simple though, and bases its art style and writing more on the original Hanna-Barbera cartoon from the late 60s. And yes, they even include the laugh track.
Oh god.
Because it's haunted, right? Because it's
Wow, they even got the awkward pause down. That's true authenticity right there.
Yeah.
Visually, this game looks great for the PS2. It really captures the look and feel of the cartoon as best as it can with limited hardware. Right down to reanimating the show's intro, which appears more stiff now, but I appreciate the effort. And they got the same voice actors from the
stiff-ass animations
as well, including, God bless him, Frank Welker, who at this point had been playing Fred since Scooby-Doo's debut 33 years ago. What a trooper. The plot's about on par with a typical Scooby-Doo episode as well. The mystery gang get called over to investigate a haunted mansion and other spooky environments, carrying all sorts of creatures where every one of them has been a villain in the show at some point. Unfortunately, after exploring, the gang gets split up and fall into various traps, so Scooby is on his own, needing to rescue his friends and find out what's going on here. The answer comes in the form of the Mastermind, as he appears a few times to
The Mastermind?
and when he's voiced by Tim Curry, you know
Tim
he's
Curry. Ooh, okay, that's fun.
Cross paths with me. Here, I think this old friend of yours is dying to see you.
The gameplay is, much to my surprise,
Why is that
sort
from
of a
little Tim Curry?
Metroidvania. Scooby has to travel across different landscapes with monsters as enemies and platforming challenges galore, though the stages themselves are more linear than your average Metroidvania, but the way it progresses
I'm pretty sure Tim Curry is also in like other Scooby-Doo stuff, like in Zombie Island, I think.
while also
Yeah, I think it was Zombie Island.
And after some time, you'll find one of the mystery gangs stuck in a bind, and you free them after defeating a boss. Standard stuff, and I think Night of 100 Frights does the job just fine. But the one major problem that stops me from calling this fantastic is the excessive amount of Scooby snacks in each stage. They are everywhere, and you can't ignore them either because you need a certain amount to pass through barriers, which wouldn't be so bad if some of those Scooby snacks weren't in a few irritating sections that require you to scour every square inch of a stage. It gets quite tedious after a while, so I unfortunately can't 100% recommend this game to everyone and only consider Night of 100 Frights to be just okay, which is a real shame because I really do
the game actually doesn't look too bad, though.
I remember only getting as far
playing
as
it
the
at
boss
some
against
point.
the Black Knight when I first rented this and having no clue where to go afterwards, which I'm not surprised about at all. It's quite difficult to recall where exactly you need to go next. Neat little game for Scooby-Doo fans, but not the best Metroidvania out there in my opinion. Okay, let's see what other licensed games we got.
You fucking stop going in circles, Christ.
The video game, based on the 2003 movie that I also went to see in theaters when it came out and was bored out of my mind watching.
Will you stop going in circles, man? Christ. This fucker's getting annoying to hit.
Common in superhero movies. You do need to set everything up first, but Jesus, they took it way too far here. The Hulk himself is barely even in this, and if it wasn't for the few action sequences, my 8-year-old self would have probably fallen asleep. I'd say ignore this film. There are way better comic book adaptations out there, but the game is actually not all that bad. Interestingly, instead of following the events of the movie, it more or less plays out like the sequel we never had. We even get a few villains from the Hulk mythos like Half-Life, Madman, Ravage, and very late in the game, the Leader. It's like even the devs knew there wasn't anything exciting in the movie to put into the game, so they just made something up. Personally, I'm craving for the level where you do nothing but sit in a hospital bed while Nick Nolte murmurs towards you. There's two types of gameplay involved here, one where you play as the Green Man himself and it becomes a 3D brawler, and another where you control Bruce Banner and have to be more stealthy. The Hulk does have a lot of attacks, and there's way more action here than there ever was in the movie, and you can pick up objects and enemies as well to do more damage, alongside being able to use
the
Hulk's
Hulk looks a
trademark
little bit
Thunderclap.
too small in the game, though.
And some of the stages do take for friggin' ever to finish, but for a character whose literal catchphrase is Hulk smash, what else can I expect from him? The banner sections do offer a nice little break between all the crashing and shattering, but it does get pretty annoying if you
banner segments do remind me a lot of like the
your health and cause Bruce to get
Gwen,
angry, which is an
the
instant
Mary
game
Jane
over if that
segments
happens.
like the new Spider-Man
The
games.
very last level and not being able to clear it without codes because of that. Not a whole lot else to talk about otherwise. It's a pretty simple game that's a decent way to spend a few hours. It's not mind-blowing or anything, but it's still cathartic and knows when to stop. It comes in, gives you a good time, and then gets out. Nothing more, nothing less. Earlier in this video, I mentioned
there we go, the fucking Harry Potter games as well.
movie I watched on the PS2, but of course I also had to
The only really
fresh in my mind. I played
big Harry Potter game that I played was
Sorcerer's Stone game on
Quidditch World Cup, and that was the only one that I played.
Not Philosopher's Stone. I know the latter's the original name, but I've been calling it Sorcerer's Stone for nearly 25 years, and I'm not changing it now. Anyway, what I didn't know at the time was that the early Harry Potter games actually differed in many ways between consoles and PCs, since different studios tackled different different platforms. The Chamber of Secrets on PS2 was one of those times, although apparently the GameCube and Xbox versions are relatively similar to this one. The frame rate has unfortunately been halved to 30 with the PS2 version, unlike the 60
Right,
FPS on
that tends to happen a lot with PS2 games. A good example is that Sonic Heroes. The frame rate just gets cut in half.
To explore Hogwarts during each in-game day. Granted, there isn't a whole lot you can do aside from finding items for students in certain parts of the castle, or swapping wizard trading cards with them to fill your collection and increase your max health. But for Harry Potter fans, it is pretty sweet to be able to check out every section of the school. And when you get your broomstick later in the game, it's even better because you get to fly around Hogwarts with no consequences and find even more stuff. The only thing that really lets it down are the horrendously long and frequent load times. You can make a damn sandwich by the time you get into the game again. There are still plenty of objectives though that follow parts of the movie, with some taking more liberties than others. But the moments I remember freaking the hell out of me were the stealth sections, particularly during the nights. Usually there's some arbitrary reason as to why Harry needs to go on his own and search for something deep within the castle, like finding a specific spell book to stop Neville being smothered by drapes. It's Harry Potter, don't question it. So that means we have to go into the library, but of course the prefects are out.
Yeah, right. Forget the school just the school just loves killing its fucking students, I guess.
Fucking sting happens. Back then, I was not used to sneaking around in video games, and this sudden shock along with Harry cursed to be stuck in place and do nothing but flail his arms around absolutely terrified me when I was younger. I couldn't do anything, and there was no telling what the prefects were going to do to me. Oh, they just take a few house points away from me and put me back at the start. Alright. You even have to sneak past Percy in the Gryffindor common room as he blocks the bathroom while he studies. Surely he can't be allowed to do that. The first night was sadly the point that I couldn't further progress in the game because I had no idea what to do. I had to get my dad to do this section for me, but I don't think I ever came back afterwards until more recently. I was enjoying it up until then, but little me didn't like being scared whenever I got caught, so that was that. I did rent the Prisoner of Azkaban game when that released also, but I don't remember liking that one nearly as much as the other two.
Let's see, that's not
Probably not. Me away entirely, and I didn't want to come across that again. I had a vaguely similar fearing experience with Spider-Man on PS2 as well, based on the first Sam Raimi movie, although this time I actually did finish it. This looked way better than the two PS1 games, and I watched the film too many times.
Oh wait, no, this car doesn't have anything to buy. Right, I forgot.
To suit a video game, like adding
Man,
Vulture, and Scorpion as additional
okay,
villains,
we're done.
and a couple of levels where you sneak into Oscorp, where getting caught on
that's everything with the racer side now.
Me a lot as a child. Aside from their threatening design and robotic behavior, they're able to spot you very easily if you don't immediately hide in the shadows. Their guns do a crazy amount of damage, and they like to hunt in packs. Oscorp's alarm
that's everything with the racer side.
PTSD with these things as well. And
no, that's missing. Now just doing the cop side again.
Much that I fibbed and told my dad I didn't.
I'll watch this some other time off stream probably, or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the farming today. Now it's a little bit of the cop side. And then we just put the audio back to normal. All right, and then let's just switch. I already did a little bit of the cops though, because I was doing the multiplayer. I think I can probably, yeah, I can still play the movie again.
There are only two types of people driving this fast: cops and criminals. People accuse us of using excessive force because we put people in the wall every now and then. But we aren't looking for a fair fight. We have to win every single time we turn our lights on, or the public loses faith that we can defend them. The bottom line is that fear commands respect. And if you endanger the ungrateful masses we protect, we will come at you with everything we've got.
Right, there we go. Brunton Rapper response and use a repair shop. Alright. Alright. Thankfully the cop site is nowhere near as annoying to fucking go through, because you don't have to worry about some asshole being constantly on your ass while you're doing stuff. And nowhere near as annoying. Alright, so let's see. Right now I don't really need to buy anything, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could just save the money for something else, but yeah. Let's do rapid response first. That should be easy enough to do. Yeah, all that SP that I'm gonna be getting now just for buying upgrades. Oh, shit. Why is the car facing this way? What the hell? Alright. Go. Right, I was doing a little bit of the cop side just so I could do the online. Like the Buster Racer trophy, and that was literally it. With that I accidentally did one of the challenges already. That's fine. Didn't really miss much. Now let's see how the cop side goes now. Because I remember I was still getting used to how the game controlled back in, when we started doing the PS3 version. Let's see how this goes now. And then now, thankfully, you don't have to worry about the fucking cops being on our asses all the fucking time. Thank God. We do need to worry about not crashing into shit though, because unlike in the racer side, if you crash into walls or cars, you lose time. Huh? Was that a point? I think that was the point. Out of the way, dick. Thankfully, hitting the other cop cars don't make you lose time. That's a godsend. There we go. Alright, that was an easy one. Right, let's see how long it takes for us to finish up the cop side on PS4 now. We're probably still gonna have to do the long ass fucking farm though. Oh well, that's gonna give us plenty of time to, you know, watch more videos.
Time to cast the net. Show them who owns the road.
Ah, there we go. This is what we need. Buster Racer, reach 160. Let's stick with this one. So I'm gonna need this. And I don't know what might. I think EMP might do better, maybe. Yeah. Let's do Interceptor this time. I already forgot how the Interceptors work in this one. Oh, right, no. They work the same way. As in, like, while we were farming on PS3. You hunt down someone, just try to just chase some fucker around the map. Yeah, there we go. Come on, I wasn't even going that fast, dude. Come on. My fucking god. I was going super fucking slow there, dude. Do you mind? think these guys have. I don't think these guys have pursuit text on them. Just, I think that's only later. Okay. I just need to reach a certain speed. There we go. All good. There we go. Now I can take my sweet ass time when fucking doing events and shit. Thank God. Now we can actually fucking show out when playing this game. I actually much prefer playing as the cops in this game. Because the racers are so fucking annoying with the cops constantly being on their asses. Too bad though the cops take way longer to, you know, buy shit. Because they don't get as much SP. Don't get the multiplier or whatever. But at least you don't have to worry about losing points. Thank God. At least there's that though. Already? Yeah, damn.
After a video of a street racer was posted online, dozens of other racers have begun uploading copycat videos. It appears that what was once an anonymous underground sport is now become a sport of viral reality show with racers embracing and even seeking out notoriety.
Perception is reality. Law and order only exists as long as the public believes it. Today, they believe it less than yesterday. They see racers defying the laws without consequence. And when the laws no longer have teeth, when they become polite suggestions, society breaks down. The public accuses us of intimidation. But the truth is that show of force is preferable to use of force. And when show of force isn't enough to maintain order, sometimes you have to settle for the real thing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's... Get 4 hits with the SF. Alright. Simple enough. Yeah, I'll stick with this one. Right. 4 hits with the SF. Alright, sure. Hot pursuit. Ooh, that should be an easy way to get. Alright, I forgot. The cops don't have nowhere near that many events to worry about compared to the racers, right? It's just 3 types: hot pursuit, interceptor, and rapid response, right? I forgot that they barely have any fucking types of events compared to the racers. The racers have like 4 or 5 types of shit to do. Ugh. Got him. gonna run out real quick though, with the SFs and the MPs though. Good thing though that the racer cars are pretty fucking fragile. Yeah, it's just a little bump there and already down. God damn. One more guy left. Wait. Let me just go here. Nice. Alright, that was quick. Man, not deal with him. Sorry. You deal with him. I had no patience for these fuckers. Got it. Let's see if we can buy all the pursuit tech on one vehicle. Because I think there's like a trophy for buying all of them. But doing this with level 1 cars is pretty cheap.
We need to get amongst them. To pursue him.
Trap a response, get near miss. Alright, easy enough. Alright, what else do we have? Alright, I was only looking at the different version of this car. Right, I see now. No, wait, no. Wait, why do I have a different version of this one? I thought you only get different versions if you did like the other missions or whatever. That's weird. Oh well. Let me just buy the pursuit tech for everything on this one, just so I can get the trophy. There we go. Upgrade master. Took a bit. Pretty easy fucking gold trophy, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. I would have liked that was an easy way to just like compare stats or whatever. Let's see. Because you can't really quite do that easily. I don't know. This first one seems to have like better everything, like more balanced. Let's see, acceleration. The other one has slightly better acceleration. Control. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll stick with this one. And a rapid response. Cool. Alright, have to get a near miss. That should be easy enough to do. All done. Alright. Let's see if I can just finish this. Out of the way. Good. I still need to pay attention about the fucking AI getting in the way though. Because sometimes that bullshit can just happen. Almost. Oh well. He's not our main attention. Damn it. Nice. So I still need to get more points. What else do I have here? Let's do this interceptor then. No, wait, no. This is hot pursuit, right? Yeah, this is hot pursuit. Let's do that to just get the extra points. Already done? Okay. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I forget how much damage the fucking cop cars do compared to the racers. They're built like fucking tanks. Is that the right one? I think it is. Yeah, I don't even know if this is the guy that I'm supposed to be going after. Oh, there he is. I was supposed to be going after that. Out of here, bitch. This should be rank 4, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. No, rank 5. Okay. Nice, that's 2 trophies down.
To keep
Plus 3
the
race.
law to them
Okay,
with an
easy
iron
enough.
fist.
Right, that's the one that we just got, right? Yeah. Sure. 7, 4. Right. I don't like how much shit acceleration these things have, though, compared to the other one. Yeah, this one has like better stats. Yeah, I'll probably just stick with this one. The other ones just have like shit stats in general. But 3 racers, that's easy enough. I could just do 1 hop pursuit. That should give us more than enough. Yeah, damn it, missed. Kick. Ooh, nice. Alright, who's next? Get over your shit. I'll deal with this guy instead. Boom. Nice hit. Damn it, missed. Come on. Oh shit, there we go. One more hit should do. How the hell that barrel didn't do any damage? There we go. Got him. Alright. All good. I should probably pay attention if the cars I keep getting are starting to be like like being level 2 or whatever. Those ones might start giving me like better stats, probably. Excessive force. We are going to the story mode pretty easily.
Today, as he recovered from his injuries at Redview County Hospital. While street racing in Redview County has caused thousands of dollars in property damage, this is the first time it has crossed the line.
Newton's third law says that for each action, there must be an equal and opposite reaction. Force must always be met with force. And excessive force must be responded to accordingly. The racers have shown that they are willing to cross the line in their quest to disrupt society. We must be willing to do the same to protect it, to teach our enemies that it is they who are in danger.
Mm-hmm.
We bring our justice to them.
Hot pursuit. Okay, 3 hits pursuit there. Alright, easy enough, I guess. Alright. Yeah, let me check real quick. Is this a level 2 one? No, this is a level 2 car. Okay. What about this one? No, that was a level 1. Alright. Let's go to this one. Wait, what? Oh, you gotta be kidding. This one's the level 1? You gotta be shitting me. And this is a level 2, okay. Alright. Time for another hot pursuit. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Why did the game keep switching between level 1s and level 2s though? That's so weird. Out of the way. Shit. Yeah. Come on.
Attempting to halt racer.
Damn it. Fucker.
I just took a chunk out of him. He's still mobile. I'm still following.
Of course, you have to fucking change the lanes at last possible moment. God damn it. Cool.
Dispatch 1044 continuing. Either we're a part of their race or they just don't care.
Careful there. Come on, hit up. Out of the way. Christ, every time I get close, there's always a fucking NPC getting in the way. How the fuck they didn't already get it? God damn it. Hold on, let me get this real quick. How the fuck they didn't get him? I didn't already fucking get him. Come on. There we go. Finally. I just gotta wait for the other ones. Get your ass here. Bitch.
That's one less criminal on the road, Control.
10-4 on that arrest. Resume pursuit of remaining suspects.
Positive hit. He's slowing down.
Good. One more.
Arrest complete.
Just a little bit more. Fucking hit when it's only like a fucking pixel left the health. Come on, dude. Seriously?
That car is done. This race is done.
That's a rapid shutdown. Impressive work, officer.
Here we go. Ooh, Porsche though. I always like Porsches in these types of games. I always like small fast cars.
McManus will be remembered. They will. We will hunt them down.
Is this a level 2 or level 1? Level 2. Alright. Let's see. Okay, let's use this one. This one has better control. Best racers. Right, okay, sure. There's more hot pursuits. That tends to be the go-to answer for just most of these fucking objectives, just doing hot pursuit. Alright, this might be the last speed list for today. Maybe, we'll see. I think so. You don't have much time for anything else afterwards.
The suspects involved in race along Lagoon Trail. I'm in pursuit.
Although we're probably gonna have to do more events afterwards. We're probably not gonna have enough SP for the challenge there.
with all I got, but he's still going. Control suspect trying to break away. I'm still onto him.
Oh my god, the frame rate though. What the hell happened? Got him.
I got him. Suspect vehicle is damaged. Dispatch, suspect's gone defensive.
Oh, they're starting to use pursuit tech as well.
I just shut down this suspect's power. He's losing speed. I'm trying to reel him in.
Pursuit duration is endangering the public. Stop and detain.
He was too close to me, so he got fucked as well.
Can you hear me? Over. Escape bridge found. Reinitiating pursuit.
Affirmative on takedown. Apprehend remaining 1044s.
Code 3 suspect detained, I think, and code 3 suspect detained. We have him.
Good work. Resume pursuit of remaining targets in your area.
What? Your shit.
Going for offensive maneuvers. Pursuit still going. Be advised, racers are dropping obstacles onto the road.
Here we go.
Racer's been shut down.
No, that was enough. Okay, sure.
Barely got started. Good work, officer.
Dispatch, we got him. This guy's going nowhere, over.
Hell yeah.
We have reports of targets still moving at high speed in your area. You are cleared to pursue.
Yeah, we're going through this shit way quicker compared to when we first started doing this shit. Yeah, mostly just because now I know what the fuck I'm doing. Here we go. I have not run into the other dude though. Is he just stuck in the garage?
The streets will be made. Chaos.
Man of Ben, 50,000, bus street race. Alright. Maybe just see if this car's better. Yeah, I'll probably just stick with this one. I'll probably just stick with this one. Yeah. Alright. We are doing good progress though. Yeah, again, too bad I can't have like full completion. Just because the fucking car that I can't get because of Overwatch. I think you can get the car if you have the complete edition of the game or whatever. I don't know. I think it's probably still gonna be locked behind that shit, most likely. I don't know. But yeah, we'll save the rest of the cop side for another time, though. I wish we finally start doing this shit. Huh? I was already starting to believe that we were only gonna do some farming with the racer side, but we managed to finish that off. Only less than 10 hours for the racer side, though. Not bad. A little bit faster compared to PS3, but whatever. That's not saying much. But yeah. We'll save the rest of the cop side for another time. The cop side might still take around the same time as on PS3. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see about that. Damn it, not that. There we go. That. Here we go. And then change back here. Yeah. That's good for the day. Alright, I think that was pretty productive. I least managed to get 2 trophies though. No, I actually managed getting trophies done today. Right, but yeah. At least we managed to finish off with the racer side on the this game. Now that's all that's left to do in just rivals in general, just doing the fucking cop side on PS4. And that's probably also gonna take a bit because you know, you have to do all the fucking SP farming again. Yeah, well, at least that's gonna give us plenty of time to just watch videos while we do this shit. Yeah, I don't really mind just doing it all over again. This gives me an excuse to watch videos on stream. But yeah. Next stream though shall be tomorrow, where we are going to be continuing on where we left off with more Birth by Sleep. Right. Last we left off, we finished off the Mirage Arena, and we started a little bit with the EXP farming, getting to level 99. So we're probably just going to be doing more of that. Yeah. We stopped at level 65 last time, right? So we'll see if we can get probably like the late 80s or whatever. Yeah, because we managed to level up like 20 times in just like an hour and a half. So hopefully we can get 20 more in like 4 hours. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that because the later level ups tend to take a lot more EXP to accumulate to go up. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can get at least level 85 tomorrow. But again, next stream shall be tomorrow at 9:30 PM GMT 1, where we are going to be continuing on where we left off with more Birth by Sleep with Aqua. If you would like to be notified when I go live or any other shenanigans, I have my stream schedules with uploads. You can go to my Discord where you'll be notified as such. And if you also want to keep track of any previous streams that have passed, you can also go to my YouTube channel as well. Now, all that said and done, who are we going to be ranked today? Well, let's use on right now, shall we? Let's see here. Alright, sure, why not? Here we go. So yeah, for this stream, you're gonna be raiding King Kyuubi Naruto. I'm pretty sure you did raid us while we were doing Birth by Sleep, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, right now they're going through Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah, you guys have fun with with Naru. Have yourselves a merry day. As always, have one. Bye. Bye bye. See ya. Have one. Bye. Bye bye. See ya.